so nervous.
Welcome back to episode 10 of the Why Not Us podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Last week, we steered you wrong.
I hope you faded us last week.
What the fuck happened, dude?
Back-to-back weeks, we stink.
Eesh. Well, I had 2 weeks ago, I did okay. I managed.
You did go positive.
Last week,
honest?
Ron and I both went 10 and 16. G went 12 and 14. Not our best showing.
Big Monday night football swing, though.
Yeah, we needed that.
From you guys.
Yes.
You guys went 2 for 2 on Monday night. I went 0 for 2.
Yes.
Sucker.
That helped out a lot.
Reverse those roles. I'm right back in.
Yeah. I mean, right now
back
you're up 10 units. Ron is up 16, and I'm up 18. So You made a lot of ground. You made a lot of ground this week. I think you were down like 12 or 13
I made a lot of ground, and I was still down 2 units this week.
Yeah, right, which is unfucking believable. But Saturday, college football slate, G went 3 for 3. You missed the same game parlay by a couple yards, so 3 for 4.
But I crushed it on the Notre Dame game.
Yep.
Crushed it.
So 3 for 3. Ron, you hit your prayer parlay?
I did.
Nice.
Let's throw that prayer in.
It's not really
air
a
quotes.
prayer.
No, it's not a prayer. I just didn't want to edit the prayer out, to be honest with you.
That's fair. It's plus 100.
Plus, you're a man of God.
And I think I went 2 for 6 overall. So not great on Saturday. Just a tough weekend. But you know what?
Mine was sweat-free, that's all.
When you go every week and you're up, you're due for these. So you know what? I'll take it. I'll bounce back this week. It's a better slate.
We say this every week.
Right?
You just got to get it together.
Yeah, we will get it together this week. If you're tailing us, then you are still in the green overall. If you're not tailing us, good job. Unless you also suck, in which case, here you are.
Hey,
so
we'll get back.
We are in week 13 of the NFL. Before we dive into that, college football this weekend.
Yeah. Rivalry. Ooh.
Rivalry.
Maybe it's not that tough of a word.
Rivalry.
Week this weekend.
It is.
It is, right?
No, it's
Rivalry.
not.
When you're
It's
saying
not?
it in a sentence,
It is kind of tough.
it's like brewery.
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 It's a little bit tough.
Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Well, when you sit here sounding it out, it's easier.
It's different.
Isn't that how you speak?
Not so slowly. What are you, Kevin from The Office?
But, yeah, rivalry week this weekend. Always a good weekend in college football.
Good job.
A little different stakes this year with the 12-team playoff, but still super high stakes. A lot of team on the verge. It's going to be interesting. The college football playoffs come out in rankings for this week come out in 24 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see where the Alabama loss goes, where the A&M loss goes, where they're going to be competing. The biggest game of the weekend, though, is A&M at Texas. Texas coming into College Station. They really probably their biggest test of the year, Texas. They really haven't had that tough of a schedule.
A&M is getting 5.5 points.
A&M's getting 5.5 points at home, which is crazy. But A&M, big implications for both teams, obviously. Texas loses, they'll still probably make the playoffs. But if they do lose, they don't make the SEC championship. So A&M controls their own destiny. They can win this game. They'll make the SEC championship against Georgia. But if Texas comes out, beats A&M, then it's Texas-Georgia in the SEC championship.
Is that right? If A&M wins this weekend,
they're in.
Really?
They're in the SEC championship.
Wow. And if they win that, they're in the playoff.
They're automatic. They'll get a bye in the playoffs.
Right, if they win that.
And they'll be a 3-loss
Now,
team.
say they get into the SEC championship, they lose.
They'll be out. They'll
That's
just be out.
crazy. So this is a huge game for A&M.
They control their own destiny. They went out, obviously 2 very tough teams, very tough games, but they essentially control their own destiny because if they went out, they're in.
Right.
And with a bye, which is huge.
Yeah. Notre Dame at USC
this week. Irish obviously can't take any game lightly. Irish have absolutely been rolling. They have the best point differential in college football. Our defense is suffocating. Our offense scores. Riley Leonard started off the year slow, but he has really turned it on. He's taking care of the ball. We have a 3-headed monster at running back in Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, and Riley Leonard. They're not turning the ball over. USC has looked better as of late. Record doesn't, I think, show how good of a team they are. They've won 3 of their last 4. Cannot take them lightly. We play them every single year. Always a tough game, especially out at USC.
Yeah, spread 7.5.
Yeah.
You know, it's a scary line to take. As good as Notre Dame's been playing, and as like USC has not been that impressive, right? But
they've won 3 of their last 4, though. They've turned it around a little bit.
It's a scary line to go to USC in a rivalry game.
Notre Dame has just been covering, though. We are completely bullying teams.
Yeah.
We are a different team than what we were against NIU, and the NIU loss might be a blessing in disguise. So
is it?
It might be, because that's
fair.
The highest,
undefeated season, right? They haven't lost another game.
But it doesn't, because the highest rank we could get in the college football playoffs is 5, because we don't have a conference championship game. So we can't get a 1 through 4 bye week.
Anyway, right.
So we're probably going to either finish 7 or 6. We'll see how it lays out with who plays who, but, whatever. A 5 seed versus a 7 seed, what's the difference? I think we really, turned a key when we lost to that NIU team, and we've just looked like a completely different team.
I think this is when I'll start to pay attention to college football more. Not that
Last game of the year.
Well, no, but this is when it now that we're getting close to the playoff, the championship games. It's I don't follow it as much as the NFL, but this is when it gets really exciting. Especially I didn't know that about A&M.
Yeah.
They basically win this week and they have a chance to get in.
Absolutely.
Or they're fucked. Period.
They have to win this game. But the crazy thing is, let's say it's chalk, right? Let's say Texas wins, they should win. Georgia wins this week, they're playing some bullshit team, they'll win. Say now they're playing each other in the SEC championship. Georgia has 2 losses. Say they lose to Texas. Now Georgia has 3 losses. Do you kick them out of the college football playoffs? I don't think it will, because they're just ranked so high, and a couple other SEC teams lost last week. But there's risk, in the ACC championship, say it's Miami, SMU, a team like SMU might fall out of the playoffs, and a team like Clemson might jump in. Even though Clemson was sitting on their couch that weekend.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're told to judge these teams through the conference championships. So these conference championships, I feel are ever becoming less and less relevant. But it'll be interesting. We got this week and then we got next week, and we'll see how it all unfolds.
On the college conversation, some good college basketball coming up this weekend too. You know how we love Gonzaga and their overs.
Oh yeah.
Saturday they are playing Kentucky, and on later in December, but this is obviously a few weeks out. It's UConn Gonzaga, which I just saw pop up, which is an exciting game.
UConn lost 2 against unranked teams, right?
No, UConn lost the first time last night against Memphis in overtime.
Yes.
Memphis is now 5-0.
Where are they ranked at? They got to be.
They're not ranked yet. They're probably right outside the top.
They have to be now, right?
No, they lost today against Colorado as well, UConn.
Wow.
They had back-to-back games?
Yeah, back-to-back losses against unranked teams.
Whoa.
Memphis is on right now.
Wow, they lost to Memphis 99-97 in overtime, and lost to Colorado 73-72.
Yeah.
Wow.
Colorado's also 5-1 though, so they might have a sneaky good team. That's college basketball for you.
Yeah, exactly. Penny Hardaway's got Memphis rolling here, it looks like. Isn't his son on the team?
I think he is.
I think so too. But yeah, some good college basketball coming up this weekend. Tonight, we're recording this on Tuesday. Duke is playing who?
Duke
game tonight.
The Blue Devils are playing Kansas.
Yes,
1 versus
tonight.
11.
Yep. So that'll be a fun game. Duke plays Seattle on Friday, which
Notre Dame Rutgers tonight. That's a good game. Rutgers got a couple good players.
Yeah,
they think they got a team together.
Yep.
And Notre Dame, they have a couple young players too. So hopefully they have a good season this year.
Yeah, keep an eye on college basketball, specifically Gonzaga and their overs.
Notre Dame has the number 1 recruiting class in basketball next year.
Really?
Number 1.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is pretty.
You'd never expect that.
Also, as always, FAU plays on Saturday against Florida Gulf Coast. Whatever their over is, you got to keep riding it.
Take it.
Yeah, you got to keep riding it. They missed 1 so far. It's
Take
just,
it.
You keep going.
You figured that one was a little tricky because was that right after the overtime game? Back-to-back overtime games, right?
Not back to back. I think it was right after the Liberty game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a good. That Drake team looks really good.
Yeah, their defense.
Their defense looks great, and they got some shooters, man. They got guys just pulling up from everywhere, just making shots.
Those are those mid-major teams that make it to the tournament every now and again, and you just don't want to play them.
So their coach, Drake's coach, I was listening to the game. comes from a Division II program where he was for 15 years, and he won 4 national championships in 15 years. It was at some school in Missouri or something like that. But apparently the guy's a hell of a coach, and so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So you never know. They might be like a sneaky team at the end of the year to sneak into.
Yeah, listen, coaching and winning at any level is difficult.
Of course.
And if you have a proven track record, you just slowly climb through the ranks and continue to win.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
I mean, basically 1 out of every 5 years you're winning a national, or 1 out of every 3 years you win a national championship. Even at the Division II level, it doesn't matter.
At any level, it's tough to do.
So yeah, some exciting stuff coming up. It is Thanksgiving week.
It is
Thanksgiving week. We talked about it a little bit last week, but we are here. It is Tuesday, so we're 2 days out from Thanksgiving. We got games on Black Friday as well. 1 game, Chiefs and the Raiders.
1 game on Black Friday, which is Chiefs and who?
Raiders.
Oh. Yeah, kind of a boring game, but although they just played 2-3 weeks ago?
Didn't we talk about the fact that the Raiders kind of play them tough?
Yeah, it was a weird game, I think, when they played 2 or 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, because the Chiefs do not cover.
They don't cover big spreads.
To the Panthers.
Yeah, so I haven't looked at the spread yet.
12.5.
See, that's way too many.
That's crazy.
Way too many. So.
Well, you guys took minus 10.5 last week.
Yeah.
And I took the Panthers plus 10.5.
Yeah, the one time. Yep.
I mean, they almost lost the game.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Yeah, I mean, but
it got to the point where I knew they weren't covering, and I was rooting for the Panthers.
Yeah, but as usual, Mahomes got the ball with 1:15 left. Tie ball game. Everyone in the world knew what was going to happen.
I checked the live line when the Panthers scored, and I think there was 1:30 left, something like that. And for the Chiefs, you couldn't even get a spread on it. For the Chiefs to win the game was still like minus 1,800 with 1.5 minutes left.
Everyone knew what was going to happen.
I mean, if he's getting the ball, they're going to go down the field and score.
Game over.
What did they do the whole game, though? I obviously didn't watch that game, but what went on that allowed that game to be close?
The Panthers were scoring. Panthers, I thought Spagnuolo was going to. I took the under, I think, in that game, too. I thought Spagnuolo was going to completely. I thought the Panthers might have scored 7 points.
Offensively, the Chiefs didn't have a bad game. I don't think Mahomes even had a turnover.
I don't think so.
He ran a bunch towards the end, right?
He had a 33-yard pickup to seal the game with the field goal.
Yep.
But I think he had 3.
Always happens.
I think he had 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, I think you're right. With that said,
Noah Gray back-to-back games with 2 touchdowns.
I know.
What is that?
I know.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Mahomes is now 5th in the MVP standings. So, Josh Allen's number 1, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Saquon, and then Patrick Mahomes. So, we were talking about this earlier. Hot take: the value in Saquon at plus 700 might be interesting.
Yeah, 700. It actually went. It was at 650 yesterday, so I guess it died down after the game. But
do you guys genuinely believe that the voters would vote for him over Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I think that's possible.
I mean, if he closes out the year like he's done the last 2-3 weeks,
I just don't think it'll happen.
I mean, it's hard for him to beat Lamar, but Lamar's not even the favorite right now. But is Josh Allen blowing people away with the stats?
Which I think, if anything, the value is Lamar.
Over
Dude, this year he has 30 responsible touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and I think 2 of the interceptions were from dropped receivers.
That's unbelievable.
He's like one of the best primetime quarterbacks.
Yeah, with the year CMC had, we're coming off a week Saquon had 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards from scrimmage, so it's fresh off the press, this guy's in the MVP conversation.
Fair.
The year that CMC had last year. Obviously, he didn't rush for 2,000 yards, which Saquon might do.
Yeah.
But receiving-wise and touchdown-wise, he had a ridiculous number. And he just really wasn't even close to getting the votes for MVP.
Which, I would argue the Eagles look great. But I don't, if Saquon's only playing pretty good as opposed to what he's doing, I don't think they look nearly as good as what they're doing.
No.
I mean, he's carrying the team. Listen to these last few games from him. This is just rushing. 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. 66 yards, nothing. 159 yards, 1 touchdown. 108 yards, no touchdowns. 176 yards, 1 touchdown. That's bananas, dude.
That is wild.
That's ridiculous. Bananas.
That is wild.
I don't think it's the same as McCaffrey.
It's not the same.
But it's more similar to Adrian Peterson when he won MVP.
Mm.
I mean, I guess we'd have to see what the quarterbacks did that year. But also, Saquon has to keep it up. There's, 6 games left still?
Well, that's it. If he keeps it up, then you have to throw him in the conversation. But that's the whole point. If you consider him to stay on this track, him at plus 700 right now is good value.
Yeah.
The year Peterson won it, Drew Brees had 5,200 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, and 19 interceptions.
Holy shit. What year was that? Oh,
12.
Yeah, McCaffrey didn't even get. Wow, the year McCaffrey won it, no one got even first place votes. Milbar was unanimous.
Wow.
He had 3,600 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks, 820 yards rushing.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean, I think that there's a legitimate chance that Saquon can get this.
I just don't think the old whites that vote on this are going to vote for him. I just don't think there's a chance. Would I vote for him? Yeah.
I think this
just
is an
don't
outlier, though.
I just don't think he'll get the
He's
votes.
like so far and away.
It is an outlier, and that's why he's even in like 7-1. You know?
Yeah,
But this wasn't even a conversation last week.
It's true.
So,
But it takes a massive game like this to do that in a big time, like against the Rams.
For sure.
This is what's interesting.
But now he's averaging like 130 yards per game. If he, gets a couple games now where he gets 90 yards, maybe even drops a 60 in there, but then he gets to 150 here and there, is he even going to break 2K?
He's got to be
his impact on the game though, like on the team itself.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like to me, although you can make that argument, Josh Allen, like there's not that much talent in Buffalo.
That's that's every quarterback. Every quarterback in the NFL makes a bigger impact on their team than Saquon Barkley. I guess not everyone, but there's 10 to 15 for sure.
Right now?
Yeah.
What are the Eagles
talking
now?
about? This
Absolutely.
He's running wild.
Yeah, but you take Jalen Hurts out of that offense comes to a screaming halt. You take Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
See, I disagree.
Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson.
That I disagree
There's
with.
so many
I think that if Jalen Hurts is out of that program, I think that Saquon still carries the Eagles to wins.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, but
whereas
if you reverse if you take Saquon out, they're getting more wins with Jalen Hurts healthy than without Saquon Barkley in the backfield.
No, I think
no
he's
way.
changing
I disagree with. I think if you lose Saquon
I don't know
and
how
not
you can
Jalen
say
Hurts,
a running back is more important to a team than a
because
quarterback.
he's putting up
in
3
this
instinct he is.
So let's think about it. How many total yards did the Eagles have last week? He had 300.
All right, you're looking at 1 week where he just went off.
Okay, but even the week like you heard what I just said, dude. He's almost averaging 150 yards.
Look at the Dolphins now that Tua is back. They're turning it on.
Okay,
they're coming around.
Mostert and Ep.10 are not remotely in the conversation like Saquon Barkley.
I mean, Saquon has 12 touchdowns.
And they have
quarterback
Tyreek Hill,
touches
and
the
they have
ball
Waddle.
every single snap.
I get it. That's like the argument that's always made, but like there's still Saquon's doing different things right now.
Here's what's crazy. Josh Allen,
I feel like
Lamar
this just
Jackson,
wasn't even a conversation besides last week.
I mean, there's a reason.
Maybe Derrick Henry was the best running back in the league. Maybe it was Saquon.
But
maybe
it's 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks in a row now where like now you have to throw him in the conversation.
Right, and Hurts is not even part of the MVP.
I'm not saying he's not in the conversation for MVP. I completely agree with it. I just don't think, one, he won't get the votes from people because these people that vote for it, they just vote for quarterbacks. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the most important position on the field.
That's true.
And that's how you win games, is your quarterback. Yes, he had an unbelievable week, and that's why this is a topic this week. But also, there's 6 weeks left. He has to keep it up. He needs to rush for over 2,000 yards to have a chance. He just absolutely needs to.
Yeah, that's true. He's on pace for almost 2,200.
Yeah.
This is what's crazy. Listen to this. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Saquon Barkley, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, the highest odds at plus 800. Next, it drops all the way to plus 3,300 with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
See, you take Justin Herbert out of the Chargers lineup, that is much more impactful to the Chargers than taking Saquon out of the Eagles lineup.
I agree, but it's still a different conversation.
Well, that's what I was talking about before.
Yeah, but you said every instance.
No, there's like 10 to 15 quarterbacks that are more important to their team than Saquon Barkley is.
Yeah, because they don't have a running back.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have not doing nearly what Saquon
don't have a quarterback, though, you have no team.
Obviously, yeah.
We were just having this conversation.
That's an obvious point.
I mean,
I said that though, and you were like, "No way." What Saquon doing?
Jalen Hurts.
I said 10. I said 10 to 15 quarterbacks.
In this instance, Saquon is more. I think he's a bigger deal than Jalen Hurts is right now.
He's a more valuable player to his team than Justin Herbert.
Which is why he's plus 700 and Hurts is plus 4,000.
I don't think so.
Well, see, I think that. Yeah, I mean, I think you can put somebody else in there that's like halfway decent. Let's scroll down to a shit quarterback. Let's see.
Jalen Hurts is next on that list.
If the rushing is what changes it with Jalen Hurts, but I still think Saquon this year is more valuable than Hurts.
Like Geno Smith is plus 10,000.
You think Saquon Barkley is more valuable to his team than Justin Herbert
this year?
Is?
Yes,
100%. I don't even.
Why is that crazy?
Well, I guess we'll just never agree on this.
I guess not. I mean, I don't like. How is my view so crazy?
Here's a perfect example. Last night, J.K. Dobbins got hurt on Monday Night Football, and they had nothing offensively after the fact.
That's true too. Yeah.
So if Justin Herbert loses a guy that's not even in the same conversation as Saquon Barkley, and he can't pull it off. So if Jalen Hurts loses Saquon Barkley, you think he could pull it off?
Yeah, he did it for his entire career. They went to a Super Bowl without him.
I actually
They went to
have
a Super Bowl with Kenneth Gainwell.
I have a stat
Yeah, I
from
guess
this
that's
year
true.
that was talking about. Okay, so the teams that let their top running backs walk, Saquon, Derrick Henry, and Jacobs, are a combined 7-26 record, and the teams that got those are a combined 24-9. So it
Wow.
does make a difference.
Yeah, for sure. You're improving a team, but all those teams were still very good. They're just adding a piece.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point too.
It's not like they were shit
I just
teams.
I think that I would vote for Barkley for MVP more than Hurts this year. You wouldn't?
That's another completely different discussion.
It's not really. You said Hurts is more valuable than Saquon.
Yes.
You think the Eagles?
Then why would you vote for? Then why wouldn't you vote for?
That doesn't
Hurts
mean
over Saquon.
Saquon isn't having a better year at his position than Hurts is.
It is quite literally the more valuable player.
You
for
know
the year.
that MVP
Yeah, but
trophy
that's
is not the
the
most
question is
valuable
literally
player.
the more valuable player.
But that's not what the voting is, though.
Okay.
It isn't.
For better or worse.
It's whoever the best quarterback is in the league.
I get that. Whatever. You just kind of like.
Which is what's bullshit, to be honest with you. I agree with you. I think that it's hard for running backs to get votes, but
Yes.
I think Saquon, like even at him, fifth on that list? I think he was.
Yeah, fourth.
I think that he could easily be a top 3 conversation as the most valuable player for his team this year.
Correct.
Way ahead of Jalen Hurts. I think if you put a guy like fucking
In a bubble, yes. But just to me, a quarterback
For the franchise,
is your
yeah,
franchise.
Probably. Yeah, for the franchise.
That's all I'm
yeah.
saying.
But we're talking about for like the year.
That's all I'm saying, though.
The most
Is if
valuable
your
player
quarterback
this year.
gets hurt, you're done.
I mean that's obvious. Though.
I think you're way less
all
done
I'm
with
saying.
Saquon Barkley in the backfield as opposed to not having Saquon Barkley in the backfield.
I think you're way more
Like,
done
who's the
without
Eagles'
Jalen Hurts
backup?
under center.
for quarterback.
Who's the Eagles' backup?
For quarterback or running back?
Quarterback.
I think Marcus Mariota. Is he still there?
It's not a bad backup.
Maybe.
They're still winning games. with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I think they do. Marcus
Did you
Mariota.
see that Howie Roseman didn't have any incentives involving touchdowns with Saquon because he didn't want it to become an issue that they're going to keep doing the tush push? It's very smart.
Well, he has like 9 touchdowns he's missing out on, like inside the 1.
Yeah, well,
That,
that's
like,
why.
Jalen
Like,
Hurts is
yeah,
getting.
but you know, like the fact that he didn't have it as an incentive is like very smart because he can't get mad. He's like,
Yeah.
it's not like you're taking money away from him by continuing to do that.
So, but
Only
did he
us.
put that
He's only
money
taking
somewhere
away from
else?
us.
Kenny Pickett is the backup.
Where's Mariota?
2 gloves, Kenny?
I don't know where Mariota. He's any given year he could be anywhere in the country.
I thought he was on the Eagles.
I see
Oh,
Kenny
he's on
Pickett.
Washington. That's right. He was on the
Oh
Eagles
yeah, he
last
came
year,
in
for sure.
when
You're
Jay
right.
Daniels hurt the ribs. All right, let's dive into it.
So you would rather Kenny Pickett at quarterback and have Saquon Barkley in the backfield than Jalen Hurts at quarterback and Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield?
No, yeah, I guess, that's a good point to make. I don't know if that was exactly what we were talking
Honest-
about.
no.
That's all I was trying to get through.
That's
Honestly,
fair, then.
I don't know. I mean, is Kenny
Dude,
Pickett?
Kenny Pickett.
If you don't have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, it's a different conversation. And Goddard, bro, there's a lot of talent. Those guys are open. Like, look, fucking Sam Darnold is a perfect example.
Yeah, but
Addison and
yeah,
Justin
throw
Jefferson
it
are
to
just
them.
always open. If you're somewhat accurate, you can get these guys the ball. They're good enough to get them the ball.
Kenny Pickett stinks.
Maybe he can't throw it to him,
Small
but
hands.
small hands.
Remember
yeah,
that was
yeah,
the big
yeah,
topic
yeah.
of coming out the
Yeah.
combine?
Where did he get drafted to?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, right.
Pittsburgh
right,
boy,
right,
too.
Right.
Hometown kid.
So let's dive into
booted
it.
him out of there.
Thanksgiving Day. I can't wait. I fucking love this.
Mac and cheese won.
Yeah, mac and cheese one.
No.
So Thanksgiving Day, we start the slate with the Bears at the Lions. The Lions are minus 10.5. This might be 3 weeks in a row that the Lions are double-digit favorites.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
maybe
four.
It
4.5
is.
last week.
Oh, really?
I feel
I thought it was
Oh
more.
yeah, because we thought that spread should be more.
That was a trap, and so I took
Yeah,
the 7.5.
right.
An idiot.
So first game of Thanksgiving is the Bears at the Lions. Lions are minus 10.5. Over/unders 48.5. We'll start with you, G.
I think people just got to learn to just take the lines. Whatever the spread is, whether it's 21 points, take the lines. They are just a buzzsaw right now. They're playing out of their minds on every side of the ball.
Yeah.
And again, this is one of those things. Until further notice, I don't know why you would take anything but their whatever points they're laying. So I'll take the Lions minus 10.5. And I'll take the over 48.5 because they are averaging, 38 points a game?
Yeah, I mean, their last four, 24-6, 52-6, 26-23 against a good Texans team, 24-14 against the Packers.
I just think they're world beaters right now, and I just think they continue it. They're averaging 32 points a game and letting up 16. So I think the Bears will score here just because they're going to have to sling it, and they have shown signs of improvement. But give me the Lions minus 10.5. Give me the over 48.5.
Me?
You.
I think you convinced me to take the Lions, because you're right. There's no reason I should be picking the Bears.
They're covering too.
They're covering easily.
That's not even close.
They're just a buzzsaw.
Give me the Bears plus 10. Just want to watch the world burn. Give me the Bears plus 7.5 and over 48.5. The Bears defense is actually pretty good, but the issue is they're not very good against the run.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, the lines.
It doesn't matter. I shouldn't take that. I'm going to take that.
And that's why you love it.
I'm taking the plus 10.5. Listen, what the fuck does it matter? I keep losing. 2 bad weeks in a row.
But, okay, I want you to think about this before I make my pick. You sit down on Thanksgiving. You're 2 glasses of wine in already, and football's coming on. 12:30 kickoff. Half hour early.
Love that a little earlier.
Maybe a little mimosa in the morning.
Or
some finger foods. And now you sit
board.
down and you want the Bears to cover, and the Lions win 50-12.
You're gonna hate yourself.
Is that what you really want?
And that's
Wouldn't you
gonna
rather
happen.
lose it on taking the Lions as opposed to the Bears?
I just can't do it.
Okay.
This is the biggest favorite that Detroit has been on Thanksgiving since 1968.
That's true. Thanksgiving's their day, too. It's their day.
Unfortunately for the Lions, Thanksgiving hasn't been a winning day lately.
I can't wait.
Jared Goff and
The Lions were dog shit for 100 years.
Jared Goff and Dan Campbell are 0-3 straight up against together.
Oh, like you said, they're due for a win now.
I love the Lions even more because
When Jared Goff is eating that turkey leg with a big grin on his face when they win 49-10, you're gonna be like, why did I pick the Bears?
I know.
Why did I pick the Bears?
Just give me a second. Maybe I'll change my mind.
I'll make my pick, and then you can maybe change
Think
it,
about
okay?
what you just said.
I'm taking the Lions, and I'm taking the over. What are you going to do?
Why am I doing this? You know why I'm doing this?
Just think about your day, Ron. Think about your day. Wouldn't
You're
you
gonna-
rather be
dude,
wrong
you're gonna
about the
hate
Lions?
yourself if
Wouldn't
you pick the
rather be
Bears.
wrong about the Lions than the Bears? We don't even like the Bears. We hate the Bears.
Bears plus 10.5.
Okay. I gave you a chance.
can't wait.
Give you
I can't
chance
wait.
after chance after
It's
chance.
gonna be 45-10.
If the Bears are
But the over will hit.
the over will hit.
I'll go 1-1.
You'll split it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a fucking idiot.
Second game in the Thanksgiving slate. The Giants are at the Cowboys. This is our dog shit game of the week.
Oh, yeah. By far.
Nap time.
Bad game. So
It is great nap time game.
good nap time
Eat the
game.
turkey, the old
Trick the big to fick to find.
C kicks in. What is it? It's a 4:30 kickoff, 5 o'clock. Take that little nap, wake up, 6 o'clock, get more turkey, throw it on a sandwich, pour a little ground gravy on that thing, enjoy another sandwich. Right in time for the 8:20 kickoff, Packers-Dolphins. What a day.
The boys are
Fair.
minus 3.5. The over-under is 37.5. Tommy DeVito is a little bit banged up. He's got a forearm issue.
What? Yeah.
So I don't know if that's good or
That
bad.
poor guy got beat to shit.
Yeah, he got fucked
Dude,
up.
that
man.
offensive line did nothing. He was just running for his life.
He was getting
He
killed.
threw the ball 5 times.
Swiss cheese.
He got wrecked, like numerous plays. You saw him take a hit, and he got up. To be fair, he got up.
Good for him.
But he was taking a beating.
I think he'll play. He wants to be out there.
If Giants are, what week are we?
12.
Week
13.
12. So let's say Giants are 6-6. Drew Lock's in, right? They're competing for a playoff spot.
Yeah, I saw
But
that
I
he has
think
a lot of incentives that they didn't want to hit.
Exactly, because
That
one, they
makes
don't want to
sense.
win games, and
So
two,
what
they
are-
don't want to. But if they're 6-6, he's starting. So DeVito's the third string. I think you can't just throw games purposely, but I think they're putting him in there
Yeah.
because they don't want to win.
Did you see Neighbors when they interviewed him? He was like pissed off after
Yeah.
the game. He's like, it's obviously not the quarterback.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, it's the same thing.
Did you
every
see
time.
who was it on the Giants when they let Daniel Jones go? Apparently, Dable was giving a press conference, and like there's just smashing and screaming in the background of the press conference.
Really?
Really?
Was it Sexy Dexy? I know he was
No.
trying. He was defending the hell out of him.
Who was it?
Really?
You looking it up? It's
No. I didn't see that.
I think Dable's got to go, man.
yeah.
He's not figuring anything out. Like, you can like pretend to look good.
I just typed in Daniel Jones.
Vikings
report absolutely do want Daniel Jones.
It honestly did seem like the way KOC was speaking.
Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell hypes Daniel Jones amid free agency rumors.
I mean, listen, I'll take him as a backup for right now. Why not?
Yeah, vet minimum you'd have to pay him.
Yeah, $375 for the rest of the year.
Damn.
I mean, he's basically Sam Darnold, kind of, just maybe not as accurate.
All right.
It's not as accurate. I mean,
Definitely not Sam Darnold.
We have seen
he moves better than Sam Darnold.
Dude, Sam Darnold was horrible for so many years.
Yeah.
We've seen these resurgences too. Like, give him a year or two, maybe find the right system.
He's another perfect example about a guy that might leave New York and end up being good.
He's shown flashes this year of being a good quarterback.
I mean, I've said it from the jump, man. Like, the guy's athletic and he's somewhat talented. Like, this year I saw him miss a lot of throws, more than I have all year.
I think he just has the yips, honestly. He's so scared of getting hit.
I think that's part of it. But the guy's athletic,
just
man.
A bad aura.
When they made it in the
both teams,
when they beat the Vikings in the playoff, it was 100% because of his legs. And you don't see that happening.
He was throwing dimes too, honestly.
Well,
Didn't he rush
so he has the talent
to that game?
Probably. He beat the shit out of us. Ed Donato put.
I think he threw for like 300 yards too. No.
Yeah, he.
Am I just making things up?
No, he definitely had an unbelievable game.
So that's what I mean. Like, he might leave New York, go to the Vikings, and end up being Sam Darnold if Sam Darnold gets hurt.
I think that
but
the
he runs
Vikings would. All right, so McCarthy apparently had something else done to his knee, so I wonder if that's going to push his timeline back at all.
I saw that.
And I don't think Darnold.
Really?
Yeah. Not a big deal. I think it was like some sort of like injection or something.
I read that it wasn't going to affect the timeline at all, but you don't know.
If you like want to play it like smart with him or something at the beginning of next year, Daniel Jones could be the bridge quarterback. You know, because Darnold's going to get an offer somewhere. He's playing well.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this all year.
He absolutely will.
If he goes and wins a playoff game, somebody's going to pay.
Correct. So for them to get Daniel Jones would be the perfect way to have that bridge quarterback and a good backup and put McCarthy in next year. I mean, we're 9-2 in a rebuild year, really.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the thought process is. And if we're good this year and Darnold does get hurt, you have an actual backup.
Talk about value.
It's exciting for 2 plays, and then it's like, all right, enough.
There's a lot of teams that there's a lot of playoff teams that could use a backup quarterback that has experience.
That is so big in the locker room.
Like the Bills,
yes.
who's
so
the
big in the
Bills
locker room.
backup?
Is Mitch Trubisky still there?
Yes, it is Mitch Trubisky. The Bills. I don't know who even is in the Chiefs. Like,
having a guy like that.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, having a guy like that though.
It's huge. Yeah.
Baltimore apparently is a nice.
Baltimore.
The Raiders wanted him, and he said he didn't want it. Someone's like, this guy just wants to be a backup. Who? Daniel Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a pretty sweet gig.
It is a pretty sweet gig.
He got his money already. Go try and win something.
He's got generational wealth.
Good for him.
So, all right, let's hit it. Ron, you're up. The Cowboys are -3 at home, 3.5, excuse me, at home, over 37.5.
What is this game, man?
It is our dog shit game of the week.
The Cowboys did look kind of good last week against
Cooper
Washington.
Rush. Slinging it.
Yeah, maybe need a little.
He's kind of slinging it. I mean, last 2 games.
All he has to do is throw it to CeeDee Lamb. He had like 7 or 8 catches in the first half.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look horrible.
I think I will take the Cowboys -3.5 here at home.
This is a tough line.
37.5 points. I'll take the over of the 37.5 as well. I think there's going to be some scoring here. I mean, Dallas's defense is not good against the run or basically anything else, and Giants have looked not good defensively. As good as their defensive line is, they just don't look good. So I will take.
I think because their offense goes 3 and out constantly.
Yeah, you're a little tired.
Yeah, I mean, the Bucs are a good offense from last week, so I get that. But the Bucs defense is trash, and they couldn't do anything against that. They were just blitzing them. So
that was a painful over. That didn't hit last week.
You can send Parsons in there and just wreak havoc. I like the Cowboys here. They still want to win. They interviewed Jerry Jones about an extension for Mike McCarthy as opposed to firing him.
I would love this.
I don't see why not. I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's been there, done that. It's like, hey, he's been here now for how long and has done nothing.
He's one playoff win
with the Cowboys.
Dak, yeah.
I don't think he had any. Did he?
I don't know.
0?
Any.
Didn't they?
Did he not win in a wild card or no? I think you're right. He might have 0 wins.
I don't think he had 2 playoff wins.
2?
Yeah, 1 in 2019, which was not McCarthy, right?
Oh, you're talking McCarthy? I was talking Dak.
No, he is.
Dak has 2.
Dak has 2. Okay.
Yeah. I'm wondering with McCarthy though. When was Garrett there till?
2019. McCarthy had to be there.
Yeah, he's been there 5 years already.
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
I feel like it may be right after that, right? Because didn't they get rid of him?
If only we had a tool that could find out quickly.
What'd you say?
I think I don't know what to do in this game. I will be taking the over 37.5.
2019, he stopped coaching the Cowboys.
So it was his last year.
Yeah, so
they canned him after a playoff win?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Well, was it the 2019 season? So the playoff game was in 2020. Then McCarthy would be coaching.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to take the over 37.5. I'm hoping the Giants could sneak out 14 points here. Is really what I'm.
14 team.
I think the Cowboys score the ball. I actually don't even love the over.
2020 game.
I don't really like anything in this game. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Drew Lock plays. I don't know how banged up Tommy DeVito is.
Yeah, that is possible.
I think I'm going to take the Giants with the points just because like both these teams are such question marks. It's probably a bad play, but I don't know.
I think it's the wrong play. I think I've picked wrong on the first two games, but that's where I'm at because I keep losing.
I don't know what to do. So I'm going to take the Giants plus 3.5 and the over 37.5. Now that I'm looking at the over 37.5, I don't even think I like that.
Yeah. Do we know who's starting for the Giants?
I think I saw today that he has a forearm injury and he's not 100%, whatever that means.
He said like there's not a 100% chance that he plays. Yeah, whatever that means is right.
Which, like, I don't know how much better off they'd be with
Drew Lock. Caveat here. I want Dallas if Tommy DeVito plays, but if Drew Lock plays, I think I want Giants.
I don't think DeVito's that bad. I don't think so.
Well, I just think Drew Lock is going to want to come out and like prove something.
If Drew Lock gets the same amount of time that Tommy DeVito had last week, he will also be horrible.
Well, Drew Lock's just a better quarterback than Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, but if you have no time in the pocket, I mean, he was
for sure
fucking drilled all week, dude.
But I don't think Dallas is going to bring the pressure that the Bucs did last week.
Yeah, maybe.
And I just think it's a closer game.
I mean, why not though? If you watch the Bucs,
the Giants were when you're in all passing downs in the second half, you know you have to pass. Yeah, you can really pin your ears back and get after the quarterback. This game, I think, is going to be a closer game. But if Tommy DeVito starts, I want the Cowboys.
Drew Lock really makes that much more of a difference for you?
To me, yes. I think he's going to want to come out and like ball and like. Is he on a 1-year contract?
I'm sure, if he's on a 1-year contract, most quarterbacks will want to do that.
He wants to, yeah, but Drew Lock just has more talent than DeVito.
Yeah.
I wonder what his incentives are.
I
just see them literally jumping over him if they don't want to waste money.
But then where do they go? Back to Daniel Jones? Oh no, they fucking who did they pick up? Fucking
Tim Boyle, I think.
Oh, God.
Tim Boyle.
The Boylster?
If he has a 92.5 passer rating, he gets $250,000. If he has 65% completion rates, $250,000. 88 passer rating plus 15 touchdowns.
Any minimum amount of throws?
One.
He goes 1 for 1. It's garbage time.
$250,000 for 40%, 50%, 60% of snaps.
I don't know. I guess I'll just assume Tommy DeVito's playing. I'll take the Cowboys minus 1.5, but I'll take the over 3.5. I'm sorry, but I'll take the over. I'll take the Cowboys plus 9.5.
Yeah.
I'll take the boys minus 3.5. I'll take the over 37.5.
I hate my pick.
It's the first time in a while that we didn't agree on the second pick.
Well, we're not at the 1 o'clock game yet.
Oh my God, you're right.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Wow.
Can I have a caveat there? Like, if Drew Lock plays, I want the Giants.
No.
Why can't I have that caveat?
Do we have that caveat?
I'm saying I want that caveat.
No.
The night game.
We're doing this on Tuesday. I want the caveat.
No. The night game on Thanksgiving is the Dolphins at the Packers. The Packers are minus 3.5. The over/under is 47.5.
This will be exciting.
This should be a fun.
This will be a good game.
Yeah, this should be a fun game.
This is a prove-it game for the Dolphins.
Yes.
Okay, you turn it on. Let's see what you do up in Lambeau.
At Lambeau makes a big difference in this game.
In November.
The weather's probably cold as fuck.
I actually want to look that up because they cannot. The Dolphins stink in the cold.
So I will start by saying.
Remember when they played the Chiefs and it was the game was before.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the over 47.5.
Yeah, 31 degrees and snowing.
It being at Lambeau is so big here, man.
And it's a night game, which means
I think
wind chill. Yeah. That's a thing up there.
Oh,
Green Bay.
that honestly is making me pick.
It makes me want to sway my.
Yeah.
I was gonna I thought I really liked the Dolphins honestly to cover this game and maybe win.
So did I. Which is possible.
I'm gonna stick to it. Give me the Dolphins plus 3.5 and the over 47.5. Fuck it. You're up, Georgie.
Me? Okay.
Me, baby.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's snowing? Like for real?
Not really.
I mean, we're 2 days out. That'll get updated, I'm sure.
It's more of just the cold. The precipitation is
47.5 is kind of a lot of points, I guess.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the over.
yeah, this game, big game for the Dolphins. They really can't lose many games from here on out.
The Dolphins in their last 4 games have put up 34, 34, 23, and 30.
They've turned it on. The stigma around the Dolphins and Tua is they can't play in the cold.
What the fuck is that?
It's our cameraman.
Is it?
It is our cameraman. So yeah, I just think it's gonna be a little bit of a prove it game. Very tough to play up in Lambeau in November, December games, but I don't know. I just feel like the Dolphins are gonna come out. They're gonna ball. So give me the Dolphins plus 3.5. Give me the over 47.5. And I don't love it, but listen, they could come out and lose by 2.
I hope.
You know?
I hope they win.
So
Field goal to win
True.
the game for the Packers?
yeah, as
You
a
know?
Vikings fan, I'm sure you hope.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I
to
really
win.
hope Miami
Yeah.
wins. I loved Miami going into this. The cold is honestly changing me up.
Yeah.
It
You know,
it's something to consider, but what do you really want? And then you should do the opposite of that.
yeah.
Just because how we've been picking.
Packers
I
aren't
really
that
wanted the Dolphins, but then I really convinced myself I didn't want the Dolphins, so then I stuck with the Dolphins.
The Packers.
That's
really
just
That makes
smart
sense.
business. That's smart business.
They've squeezed past basically most of their victories, except last week, which was like, I mean, the Niners
Fins?
were missing the Packers.
Oh, the Packers.
The Niners were missing like
Listen.
their team.
It's the NFL. It's tough to win. Thing is, they're just winning games, and that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yep.
They're so lucky. Yeah, no, I've convinced myself that this cold is going to be an
And what do
issue.
you mean squeak? The Dolphins are squeaking by, or the
No,
Packers?
the Packers.
Oh,
The
okay.
Packers. And they are.
They won by 1 point against the Bears by a missed field goal at the end of the
Yeah.
game. They
Blocked field goal.
They beat the Jaguars by 3 on also some bullshit at the end of the game. Squeaked past the Texans by 2 points.
Yep.
They lost to the Lions. I mean, they blew out the Niners, but that was just like
Yeah, I mean,
I
the
think
Niners-
Jordan Love has been turning the ball over
Dude.
in like bad,
Yeah.
inside the red zone,
He's
like
making
making bad
bonehead
decisions.
plays.
I haven't watched a lot
He's
of them
turning the
over
ball
last
over a
few
lot
weeks.
in a poor way.
he's just throwing like it was this past weekend. I mean, they were blowing them out, but there was 3 straight plays, and it wasn't like 10 seconds left. He was just throwing it straight downfield 3 times in a row into like double
Yeah.
coverage. Nobody was near the ball. He just did it 3 times in a row. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Go for like
Yeah.
a first down or something. He's kind of a nut.
He hasn't showed me too much. Like I
He hasn't shown anyone too much.
No, he got his
Yeah.
money quick.
Played in like.
well, he did
has
get
he
his money
played in a
quick.
full year yet? Essentially.
No, right?
Is this his third year?
No, last year he was hurt too. Yeah.
No,
This
no.
year
Like
was
what
hurt.
he played in like 6 games last year.
Yeah.
And now he got hurt some games this year.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
he
think he's
doesn't-
played like 17 games yet in his career.
No, he got paid quick.
Well, what is this? His third year? Fourth
This
year?
is his 3rd year because
Yeah.
I think they did the 3rd year extension.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, he.
How many games has he played in?
He has played in. I don't know. When did he? Truly, last year he had 4,000 passing yards. Sounds good. How many games did he play in?
He had 4,000 passing yards last year. I thought he played in like 8 games.
No, it was more than that. But I don't.
No,
think
last year he had a big year.
Clearly. I don't think he threw 4,000 passing yards in 8 games.
Wait, did he play the whole year last year?
I thought he got hurt in 7 or 8 last year. In week 7 or 8 last year. Am I
Why
wrong?
is this so difficult to look up?
Yeah, no, he played the whole year last year. What are we talking about?
Oh, then maybe I'm thinking of the year before.
I feel like I remember.
Oh
him-
wait, no. This includes playoffs.
What is going on right now?
I don't know. No, it doesn't include playoffs. He played the whole year.
Dude.
He played the whole year.
Did he get
last year.
hurt in the playoffs? Did he get hurt the year?
He played the
before?
whole year last year. The year
Edit
before.
this whole part out.
Yeah, the week before, or in 2022,
thinking
they
the
played
year
4
before.
games.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going Packers, and I'm going.
Take the Dolphins.
Did you guys take the Dolphins head over?
Yes.
Give me the Packers. Give me the Packers minus 3.5. Give me the over 47.5.
I think I love the under. So that.
Did you take the over?
I took the over.
Honestly, that would be the smart move for me if I think the Miami can't keep up.
That's true. Like, if you're going to take the Packers, you'd imagine it's a lower scored game. You know, I think if the Finns cover 3.5, I think it's a.
I can see this being like
30-27.
I can see both teams scoring 30 points this game.
Giddy up.
Give me the Dolphins and over.
Yeah!
We're back.
We're back.
Go get the beers.
Same page. Come on, just like that.
I've changed my mind.
I wish
You've convinced me.
I wish you would change your mind on that stupid Bears pick, but
Yeah, I just want to feel some pain.
I hurt myself today.
Feel mad. Why aren't you talking? It's like, oh, do you not see what's going on?
Yeah. Ron, join us for dinner. Shut the fuck up.
Lions are going to win.
I know.
By 30 points.
So many points.
38-10 probably.
So many points.
Not hit the over.
It's in Detroit
Yeah,
too.
38-10.
Not hit the over.
It would be 48.
Where's our
48 and a half.
Where's our little friend? There you go.
Handy dandy. Nope.
What are you driving today, Ron?
I don't even remember. It's been so long since I was out there.
Been so long.
Today I have the...
Haven't seen you.
Oh, the Rolls Royce today.
Do you? Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. I thought it was in the shop.
That's his other one.
I hurt myself today.
See if I still feel.
I spilled so bad last week. I was watching the video. I went to do it and the beer just poured out.
Dude, I did too last
What
week.
the fuck? And then AJ takes it over here and he's like, all over my fucking notebook.
Yeah, dude. All over my fucking notebook, my computer. I got the goods down below the bar here. And Ron spilled all of his beer everywhere. Over every piece of technology I have down here, it got beer on it.
Just get a normal notebook.
You get normal notebook.
I hurt myself today.
$400 for a notebook's kind of crazy.
That is
It's not
crazy.
$400. It's like $125.
No.
No,
looked it up.
Daddy
We looked it up
on Amazon.
It's not $400.
Yes, it was.
I didn't buy it.
Relax.
It was a gift. There's no way it was $400.
I don't want to.
No, because someone I work with has that thing, and it
There's
was like,
different models, and you can also there's pens that are like if this pen there's
notebooks.
This one draws a rainbow.
no, I'm serious. Like some pens have the eraser on it. That's like a $60 difference. I'm serious. I'm not joking.
You know you can get.
Ron, just because some of us still do things on a notebook, okay?
I use regular notebooks.
You use fucking Post-it notes. To the Dolphins.
Post-its.
To the Dolphins and over. Oh, that was cold. Ooh. That was cold.
That didn't go down good. There's probably a little left in there.
Ice cold.
Of course there is. Yeah, throw it all over my notebook.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't, was there?
No.
I don't want to spill my Thanksgiving shirt.
So that brings us to Black Friday. The Chiefs are home against the Raiders. The Chiefs are minus 12.5. Over-unders 42.5. We're up to George.
What a shit game.
Shit game.
This is so obvious. This is so obvious to pick the Raiders plus 12.5, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Which is why
Minshew's out.
normally
It's if Minshew's in, O'Connell's in, like who gives a shit?
O'Connell
gold jacket, green jacket. Raiders is obvious here, which is why I would typically pick the Chiefs here. But because I'm seeing the board so bad, back to the Raiders plus 12.5, and give me the over 42.5.
I keep thinking you did so well last week because you gained ground, but you also went negative. We were just so bad.
We were so bad that G's bad looked good.
And the crazy thing is, if the two of mine hit on Monday night,
Yeah.
you guys would have just been.
Yeah, you would have been right back in
Abysmal.
it. You would have been right back in it.
Abysmal.
You would have been down like 6 units.
And I had a conversation via text, and G just kept saying, I can't believe that overhit. And then we were talking about something else. I can't believe that overhit.
The garbage time touchdowns killed me this week in like fantasy and stuff.
Yeah.
I still won, but they were just killing me.
Cooper Cup.
That was talk about That might have been the most garbage time touchdown.
Did you not
the game
see?
off? I thought it was over.
Did you not see the 80-yard Terry McLaurin touchdown
That's
with
true.
15 seconds?
Yeah, but that
left
game was
on
close.
One play.
But that game was close, though. It wasn't
That
garbage
should have
time.
never happened.
Yeah, it should have happened, but it's not garbage time. Like, the game, it's still a game.
I get.
There's a minute left.
There was,
Yeah, but they're still in the game.
There was
The
less
Rams
than
were
that.
completely. The Rams game was over.
Yeah, I guess that's
there were seconds left.
Yeah. The Vikings were up 11.
There was less than a minute left.
So Raiders and over.
No,
Ron?
minute 20, no?
Yes, Raiders and over. I forget. I don't know. I almost threw my controller through my TV.
What do you like, Ron?
Shit.
We might be on the same page 2 games in a row.
I feel like you have to just continue to do what Vegas
cha-cha?
wants you to.
There was 33 seconds
I mean,
left.
if they could-
33 seconds left in that game.
Really? If they can't, what?
The Chiefs never cover these big spreads. You and I took them for the first time last week
I
on a
know.
big spread, and they didn't cover.
Yeah, I mean, give me the Raiders plus 12.5. The one time I thought they had to do it is against the Panthers. The Panthers look like the best team in the NFL, like that can go toe to toe with the Chiefs all of a sudden.
We're all going to take the Raiders, and they're going to win this game by 24.
I mean, these divisional games, like Raiders play them tough.
Yeah, no, they
I
did.
feel like it's obvious.
But the
Yeah,
Chiefs
Max loves this shit.
Yeah, the Chiefs are always fucking.
Pacheco, I think, is supposed to be back this week.
You know what's a nice prop? Crosby sacks. I wonder what they are.
Huh.
Not his sack, but to get a sack.
What?
What about
Wait,
the other one you
Wait,
mentioned?
what? What?
What?
Can I continue?
Yes. Please do. What are you
42.5. Give me the under 42.5. The Chiefs games have not been high scoring.
What?
Didn't the Chiefs Panthers put up like fucking 60 points?
Yeah, what?
It was 30-27. The Panthers scored 27 points. It was 30-21 against the Bills.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
57-51, then 30, but then 54-47,
May have been a little mistaken.
46.
It's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
So nothing really matters. Except for
Except
turkey.
that food on the table,
Turkey,
baby.
wine, football, and family. That's what
That
Thanksgiving
food on the
does.
table,
Oh,
baby.
man. I guess... Wait, 42.5? What's the score going to be?
It's not a lot of
14,
points.
17.
It's not a lot of points.
24-17, is that what you just said?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Doesn't go over.
41.
41. 20.
But it's going to end 27-17.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Raiders and over. Raiders plus 12 over 42.5. 27-17. Chiefs win. On a touchdown at the end of the game to push it to 10 points.
No. Chiefs are going to kick a field goal to go up 27-17.
Eagle. The Eagle has landed. Wait, I may want the over.
You figured out? That's a sweet Thanksgiving shirt.
Thank you.
I like it.
Show the camera
It's
there.
vintage.
Nice.
Take that in.
But for the record, Pack Sun by. He got a
Mitchell-
Randy Moss Thanksgiving
Mitchell and
shirt.
Ness.
Randy Moss Thanksgiving shirt and a pair of etnies all in the same
Happy
shirt.
Thanksgiving.
Was Olivia Rodrigo playing when he walked in?
It is pretty cool. That's got a stat line on the
It's
back.
a cool
I had to
shirt.
buy it. I had to
Nice
buy it.
shirt. Yeah.
First time I was in a mall since, 2013. So, yeah, I went into PacSun.
Are you taking the over or the under?
I'll stick with the under.
Okay, bad
I
choice.
hate it.
Raiders and under? You're taking?
Yes.
Okay.
That brings us to Sunday.
Sunday?
This is where we start to turn it on. These first few games, didn't like the look of them.
No, I
bong.
love them.
Okay.
I hated them. So the first game in Sunday football is the Chargers at the Falcons. The Falcons are plus 1.5. The over-under's 47.5. We're up to you, Ron.
Chargers are pissed.
Chargers are pissed.
Pissed.
Give me the Chargers -1. Ah, fuck. This is a tough game. No, give me the Chargers -1.5. They have a good team.
The Falcons are pissed, and they're coming off a bye.
I think the Falcons actually kind of stink.
I listened to you two for the first 10 weeks of the year talking about how great the Falcons
You're
were.
right. You're right.
No, I literally said last week we know who the Falcons are, and they're
Last week.
They're pretenders.
6 weeks before that, I'm like, are the Falcons for real? You guys, the Falcons are for real.
That
Yeah.
is no, that definitely
That happened.
I think Ron was on that train more than me.
That,
Nah, you're both
I
on
don't
the
think
train.
so. I think you convinced me.
You might have been in the caboose, You might have been in the caboose,
I
but
was
you were on the train.
conductor of that thing.
I don't know. This is a tough one because
I know what I love in this
Falcons
game.
are home. What?
He loves the over.
I love the over in this game.
It was actually.
And you know what that means?
I haven't taken a single under yet.
Me neither.
Oh boy.
And it's not starting now.
Nope.
In
Atlanta.
see that Quentin Johnston drop? That was pretty good.
In
That
Atlanta,
was
you know what that
horrible.
means? 10 a.m. game for the Chargers.
Chargers -1.5.
True.
I will
It's early
take.
night, early game.
Shit. Now the Chargers are gonna want to get back after it after losing that game. John's got Jim's number pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Older brother.
Yeah.
Classic older brother.
Classic.
And I feel like John looked stressed the whole time. Like he wasn't like enjoying it. Like even when they were up 14 points, he just like he wanted to win.
They have two very different personalities
Yes.
as people.
Did you watch the interview?
The post-game interview?
No, like they did an interview with them.
Oh, I only saw
I
clips
did
of
not,
it.
no.
Jim's a weird dude.
He's very weird.
He's, like,
You just
makes
realizing this?
stories
Here we go.
He's super weird. No, he's a weird guy.
I like him, but he's weird. You
No,
hate him.
I like him.
George.
I think he's
George.
a weird guy, but I like him.
You don't like
You know where he was the coach for before?
That was all Connor Stallions, though. I hate
let's knock
Michigan.
it off track.
I hate Michigan.
Let's knock
Chargers.
it off track.
Chargers -1.5.
Chargers -1.5.
But Jim Harbaugh definitely knew.
And under 47.5.
That seems crazy.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think I'm just
I think either one of us is going to be really good this week,
Actually,
and
are
one
we
of
way
us is
off?
going to be really bad.
Are we,
yeah.
are we,
I think every pick you've taken is bananas.
yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do here.
Okay, fair. Falcons coming off a bye at home, also coming off 2 losses in a row.
Correct. Where they've scored 6 points and 17 points.
I think the Chargers might fall into some trouble in this game.
That's crazy.
I think they do.
Ron said some crazy things today. That's the craziest thing I've heard all
Did you
night.
guys see my shirt? It's a Thanksgiving shirt. Did you see it?
Give me the Falcons +1.5, and definitely give me the over 47.5. Kirk Cousins is going to have one of those games.
What kind of game is that?
Big game. Grande.
They lost 38-6 of them.
Falcons defense is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Atrocious.
I don't think the Chargers, you guys hit it last week, I don't think the Chargers defense is all that outstanding.
It is a good defense for sure.
They have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Let up 30 points last night.
They were prior to that they were letting up like 12 a game.
Falcons
They're
coming
one of the
off a
best
bye,
defenses in the
losing
league.
2 straight at home. I think I have to take them with the points, and I like the over 47.5. Kirk Cousins is going to have one of those games. Bijan Robinson is going to find the end zone. This game will end 30-27 Falcons.
I don't think I like the under. God damn, why am I doing this to myself?
No, I think I'm with you, Ron. I think the Chargers defense comes out. I think they just completely stonewall Atlanta. I think the Chargers come out and they put up 35
Does that make
points.
you feel better?
No.
Give me the Chargers +1.5. Give me the under 47.5. I think this
Chargers -1.5.
Chargers -1.5. Give me Chargers -10. Give me Chargers -1.5.
I'll take that action. I'll take that.
No,
action.
I will take that action.
Wow.
FanDuel Sportsbook book. Burke.
Who the hell's Burke?
Get from high school.
Wow.
Um,
DraftKings has them at -2.5.
Love it.
Chargers -1.5.
Is that right? You know what that means? We might have to throw a dart.
No, we have 2 -1.5. So
He has minus. It's 2 books though. It's not like
said anything.
because one of us is. We're both looking at 2 books, even though there's 3 of us.
we agreed weeks ago we were just gonna take FanDuel Sportsbook. We said that.
I don't recall doing
just
that.
having a little fun.
Do you recall saying that?
No, I don't.
We said that before the show.
No.
We were like, let's just align on FanDuel.
No.
We absolutely did.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do the 2.
No. We'll throw a dart.
Okay, fine. Throw a dart. I'll take the 2.5.
I think I'd rather just take the
I'll
2,
take
but I also want to throw darts.
We'll take the 1.5.
What?
All right, let's throw the dart. I'll
let's
take the 1.5.
Are you and me throwing to throw again?
Can I just throw this time?
Nope. So this is for the Chargers and the Falcons game. The FanDuel has it at 1.5. DraftKings has it at 2.5. I like the Falcons. George and Ron like the Chargers. This is going to find out. Closest to bowl is going to find out if we're going with the 2.5 or the 1.5.
I went first last time.
And George and Ron are going to throw first to see who throws against me. Not that it's going to matter.
I'll let you win. I don't really care.
That's so chill of you.
Good throw from Ron. Oh. Second dart.
Whoa.
He does this every time.
Wait, no, you did this last time. Let's just see. It's like literally identical.
No, it's not.
I mean,
I'm watching your finger not hit it. I'm literally watching your finger not hit it. What are you talking about? It's identical, but it's not.
You should give me benefit of the doubt because of what you did last time when you should.
AJ, the neutral party, he said my dart.
No, he said I think it's 7.
So George is throwing for Ron, and George, here we go.
Here we go. It's good dart, H.
Good dart.
That's a better one, baby.
Okay,
1.5,
go
bitch.
1.5. Don't care. I love the Falcons.
1.5.
I love the Falcons. Falcons are going to win this game. Not worried about it.
Hey, next time, keep your mouth shut.
Shut the fuck up. It's the first time.
We never agreed to only go off FanDuel.
Yeah, no, you made that up.
No, we did not. How would I just make that up?
All right, let's bounce back.
Just because your pea brains can't remember
I mean,
things like
definitely
my
made that up.
huge, enormous brain.
So George and I both threw good darts. George's was closer, so we're sticking with the 1.5. I still like the Falcons. I think the Falcons actually win this game. I think the Chargers fall into some trouble. So let's move on. The Colts are at the Patriots. This could have been in contention for a Dogsh game of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll stick with the Giants and Cowboys game because it's nap time on Thanksgiving. It's nap time.
No, it's definitely
nap time game. Colts are at the Patriots. Patriots are plus 2.5. Over under is 42.5. I think we're up to me, right?
Yes.
I think we're on me.
Everything's about you.
We're on me.
I picked first.
I don't know about this game.
No, we're on you. You're right.
I don't know about this game. This is a tricky one.
It's a weird one.
I think this line is perfect
Yeah.
for the Patriots being at home. Like, what have the Colts done? Have the Colts lost a few in a row? Oh, they beat the Jets 2 weeks back, I guess.
Anthony Richardson, you just never know what you're going to get.
That's what makes it so different.
I want to look at the
And then the Patriots looked okay. Like, they didn't look good, but they looked okay, and then they got swamped by the fucking Dolphins last week.
So Anthony Richardson against the Jets, where they won, was 20 of 30 for 272 yards and a touchdown. Last week against the Lions, he was 11 of 28.
Oh my God.
No touchdowns, no interceptions. So back to his old ways. He's so inconsistent. He is a 40 to 45% percentage quarterback. He is not a 50% completion percentage quarterback, which is crazy to say.
It's tougher against Detroit, though, no?
11 of 28.
Did the Jets defense? I mean, well,
he ran more in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
He threw well, too.
I don't know. This is a tough game. I think Vegas has the line perfect at 2.5, to be honest with you. The 42.5 even, I think, is perfect.
11 of 28, too, by the way. When you're down several possessions the entire game. So you are throwing the ball. And he just can't complete passes.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Lions have been just suffocating everybody, though, so it's hard to, base so much off that game.
I think I'm going to take the Colts in this game. I think I'm going to take the Colts minus 2.5. This is one of those games where, if you take the Colts, you kind of like the over. If you take the Patriots, you kind of like the under. I don't know. Have the Patriots been scoring?
They didn't last week. They
didn't last week at all. They put up 22 against the Rams, put up 19 against the Bears, 17 against the Titans. I'm going to take the Colts minus 2.5 and the under 42.5. And I don't know. I don't know anything about this game.
Interesting.
Yeah, right? It's one of those games where if you think the Colts cover, it's going to go over. But I'm just going to try to split it, I think.
Split the uprights.
Right.
As they say.
Right. Yeah. So give me the Colts and the under.
Patriots have been a weird team.
You're up, Jake.
They are. I'm up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird...
We're going clockwise. Why are you struggling with this so much?
I don't know.
Use a digital clock?
It's clockwise.
No, I can't read those either.
Use the sun.
Yes, the sundial guy. Yeah, I don't know. Anthony Richardson can either come out and throw for 275 yards and rush for 100 yards, or he can have a 38% completion percentage.
I think
have
this
two
game,
interceptions and no touchdowns.
I think this game revolves around that.
That's exactly what it does. But I don't know. Give me the Pats plus 2.5, and give me the over 42.5. I think Drake May is a good quarterback. I think they are. I think they can win this game. I think the Patriots can score. I also think the Colts can score. It just depends on what side of the bed Anthony Richardson decides to wake up on. And but yeah, I think the Patriots could legitimately win this game. And it's at Gillette too, so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little sneaky parlay piece.
A little underdog guy right there.
Yeah. It's a tricky game. Vegas got this one pinned. Even the over-under.
Yeah, they'll make money on that game.
Yeah, even the over-under.
The only thing that scares me with the Pats is, like, Colts have a decent pass rush, and the Pats can't block anything for that poor fucking guy. But
has Ramondre Stevenson still been playing really well, or
he's hit or miss. I like the Patriots zone. Give me them plus 2.5. Give me the. I can't take 3 unders in a row. It's just like against everything I believe in. Give me over 42.5.
It's going to be one of those games where I take 5 unders in a row, or 5 overs in a row, and the one under that I take at 42.5 is going to be like fucking 35.
You took Pats under?
31. I took the Colts in under.
Colts in under, okay.
Yeah,
I think I like Drake May to look pretty good here.
Yeah.
But if they get
but
to
I
him
think
early, the game will be fucked.
I think if the Colts cover, I think it's an under game, to be honest with you. And you guys did the exact opposite. So I took the under 42.5 with the Colts because I'm hoping to split this game because I don't know what's going to happen. If Anthony Richardson comes out and plays like he did against the Jets, I don't think the Patriots stand a chance in this fucking game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he beat the Jets by 1 point, right?
3.
Yeah, he ran into touchdown at the end.
But he looked good, is my point. And I think I guess
he'll look good one every 3 games.
I guess the Jets aren't really that much better than the Patriots, but
Jets stink.
That's our first 1 o'clock game that we did not all agree upon.
That's not, yeah.
That's our first
in a long time.
1 o'clock. Second 1 o'clock game that we have not agreed upon.
In a long time.
Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Really? You looked at
Should I
this?
switch my picks?
We've always agreed upon that game.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Let's move on. The Texans are at the Jaguars. The Jaguars are plus 4.5. Over-under is 43.5. We're up to you, Ron.
You know what we have to talk about again? The fact that...
We're definitely on me this pick.
Yes, I'm sorry. We're on you, George.
Got one.
Clockwise.
Got one.
Clockwise.
Don't steal my pick.
How is this 4.5?
Yeah, that's... You know why? Because Houston's about to catch their stride.
And the Jaguars are going to win this game.
Every single week. Since week 4.
Every single week, yeah. I think we know who the Texans are this year. They're a middle-of-the-pack team that can win a playoff game. They'll make the playoffs, and they can win a playoff game, but...
They'll have a home playoff game, too.
They're not a contender for the Super Bowl.
No.
They're just not. They can come out and beat probably any given team on any given day, but they're not a Super Bowl contending team.
Yet.
I mean, they potentially were last year. Yeah. I think they've regressed.
Listen, Nico Collins goes out for a few games. Diggs is now out. That doesn't help, obviously. I mean,
It's like sneaky because Houston can end the regular season hot, and then everything changes.
If they get hot at the right time.
As of right now, though?
Yeah.
No, as of right now.
That's all hypothetical.
Yeah.
No, 100%, but I feel like the NFL season is 3 different sections.
Yeah.
I think 43.5 Vegas has.
Yeah, who's like the fake ones in the beginning, who's hot in the middle that gets you hyped up, but it's like really who's hot going into the playoffs is the only one that's healthy and hot.
Yeah.
Healthy and hot.
Like visibly?
Hot and heavy.
Trevor Lawrence is not playing, right?
What's going on with him?
I don't know. Is he done?
I'm not sure.
I think they're just done.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, returns to practice.
Who's the backup?
Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
I thought it was Blake Bortles.
What a weird career that guy had.
He took them to a conference championship game.
Jalen Ramsey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Remember he had that fur coat on and he was doing the interview?
Yeah.
We're going to go to that Super Bowl and win that motherfucker.
In the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Namath style.
this is just a weird game. I don't know, man.
I love Houston.
I know. I think I do too.
I want to take the Jaguars.
Which is a problem. I hate that I love Houston so much, but listen to the Jaguars, their last few games. 52-6, 12-7 that Vikings game. 28-3 Eagles. Packers 30-27.
They put up some points. I just looked it up too because I was curious.
But that's with Trevor Lawrence probably in the game.
That's true.
Packers and the Vikings.
But we've also talked about does it really matter? If it's Trevor Lawrence or Mac Jones? I don't know. I mean,
I love the Jaguars here. That's why you're giving me the Texans -4.5.
Yeah.
And give me the over 43.5.
This is another game where
oh my God, another over. Jesus Christ.
How do you love the Jaguars?
I don't know. I just think I do. I just think the Texans just are pretenders.
You know what it is? Because the Texans are so obvious to cover 4.5 points here that you want to like the Jaguars.
Well, you did.
What'd I do?
Home division team getting points. It's an obvious pick.
So you're taking the Jaguars?
I'm hammering Houston. I think
this is another game.
Again, they will catch their Stroud this week.
Their Stroud, yes.
I don't know. They have to win this game. The thing is, they have such a lead on their division that it doesn't really matter if
they do have a massive lead on it.
They're just coasting.
And they lost last week, right? They could have went up. I think
to Tennessee.
4 games.
We were all over that.
We were all over that.
I think they could have went up 4 games because they have the tiebreaker on the team in second.
I think that if they didn't lose to Tennessee, which we knew was going to be a weird game, which we were right about, this would also be a weird game. Yeah. But are they going to have 2 weird games like that in a row? I don't think so.
Nope. Give me Houston. Give me over. And I don't think it's relatively close. I think they can beat this game up. I think this is a turnaround game for them. And who do they play after this?
I think they have an easy stretch.
Nope. They play the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and then the Titans.
So a little bit of a gauntlet.
Damn.
Wow.
They have to win
this
this
is a
one.
must-win game.
They do have a bye week next week.
Even with the lead that they're in, this is still a big game.
You want to win this for sure. Because there's seeding involved, too, at a certain point. If you're expecting to lose 2 out of those 3 games.
They should win their division, though.
Absolutely.
They should get, even if they lose all 3 of those games.
I bet that in the summer at plus money, which I thought was crazy. It was plus 130 something, but
still, yeah.
Right? I thought that they were the biggest favorite over everybody else in the NFL.
Well, remember what Shad Khan said before the beginning of the season? He was like, "This is the greatest team roster ever assembled."
Who?
About the Jaguars.
Oh, jeez.
The owner of the Jaguars. He said that. They're so bad.
Oof. But to be fair, I coming into the season, I didn't think the Jaguars would be this bad.
Do you know his son is the GM or whatever? He's
really?
Yeah. Talk about, hey Dad, we have the best team ever.
My son knows everything.
My son said we have the best team ever.
Ep.10 was probably the most disappointing fantasy draft pick.
Yeah.
Right? Probably him and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, what is Tyreek Hill doing, man?
Did you see him respond to a tweet that was you know that meme of the guy looking at the girl and the girlfriend's behind him?
Patrick Mahomes is the girl he's looking at?
No, it was Tua looking at Jonnu Smith and Tyreek Hill's behind him. And he responded to it. He was yeah, this is how I feel.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely
Jonnu Smith, dude.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith.
Well, that's it. If you're winning games.
He's eating.
I'm with you guys. I think the Texans win this game heftively. I think so. Give me the Texans minus
heftively.
We make up at least 10 words a week on this show.
Heftively. Is it the beer or is it just us?
Listen, you're talking for a long stretch. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
Rivalry.
Give me the Texans minus 4.5 and give me the over 43.5. I could see a 30-14 kind of game.
Did you take the over?
Yes.
You took the Texans?
We're on the same page, yes.
We are on the same page?
We're on the same page. Yes.
Oh, no. Jesus.
So, you know what that means.
That's why it'll be closed, and I'll go up to it, and it's all of a sudden hot, and I haven't been using it.
Every time I talk to somebody with a Mac, they have issues with their laptop.
I don't know if I can buy another one. I mean, it's a couple years now, but it's
my Mac is
I've had this HP
12,
for
14 years old.
Time. I still have space.
It doesn't even work. Nah, that was the other one, but I just use my work computer for everything because my Mac literally doesn't work.
Hewlett-Packard. It's the way to go.
12 years old. I mean, that's fair.
I spent a little bit of money on this, but it was still peanuts compared to a Mac.
What's the number one laptop right now?
Hewlett-Packard.
Is it actually or no?
I don't know. But I know that I have never had an issue with this.
Is Dell still around?
Yeah. Aren't they big in PCs still?
Yeah.
I'm just joshing.
Oh, no, I'm not a nerd.
All right. You ready?
Meanwhile, you have a Flask Me Anything sticker on your computer.
All right, we're going to start.
Not the fun flask.
Like 5 seconds.
That's the double entendre, though.
Yeah, it's good.
Hold on.
Sucker.
Let me just delete this.
Nicole would like it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, you ready?
You ready?
So we have a shotgun. This is for the Texans and the over.
This is a bad hole.
What?
No such thing.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, try sticking it in this.
Jesus Christ. That went down better than the first.
It did. Wasn't there a third?
No. There wasn't.
Just kidding.
Number 2, my lord.
Okay, next we have the Seahawks at the Jets.
Oh my
The
God,
Jets.
we're not even halfway through.
The Jets are plus 1.5. The over/under is 41.5. I think we're up to your run.
Yeah. See, like, what a weird spread.
The fact that the Jets, I can't believe they're not favoring them in this game. The Jets have been favored in every fucking game, and they're horrible.
Seattle Seattle was good at the beginning of the year. Then they were like, they may be shit, and now they're rolling.
Did they do
Roller
this last year?
coaster.
They did this last
Roller
year too,
coaster.
didn't they?
Probably. They're weird. I mean, I like Geno Smith.
I do too.
I do too. I just think he's just not a consistent quarterback.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
They sling the rock,
That
though.
was
They
like,
sling the rock.
we knew that was going to happen last week. Cardinals were due to lose a game.
yeah.
They were due.
Yeah.
They were due.
Yeah. The fact that you made that like that's not something that we probably say every week is crazy. Gambling, it's like, oh, these guys are due.
Teams are due to lose.
Kyron Williams was due to score a touchdown. What did he do? He scored a touchdown.
We said that the 2 weeks prior, too.
Yeah, but it gets
Well,
there.
when you score every
That's
week for
gambling.
2 years
you
straight.
lose 3 weeks, you win one, and you're like, I'm fucking back.
Right.
I am going to take Seattle here. I don't see how you wouldn't.
Because the Jets are going to win this game like idiots.
Yeah, I feel like I was lining the Jets games up good at the beginning of the year where it's like, oh, they're going to win this one and win everybody back, and they're going to lose. And I'm just done. I'm done with looking at the Jets and thinking they're good. Because they're not.
They're going to win this game.
Seattle minus 1.5 and over 41.5 because the Jets defense is all of a sudden pretty suspect.
This is another one of those
All of a
games
sudden?
where if you're going to take the Seahawks, you're going to take the over. If you're going to take the Jets, you're going to take the under. I'm going to take the Jets plus 1.5 and the over 41.5. And that's all I
Is
got.
that going to hurt?
You're taking the Jets.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Who'd you
I was
take?
talking to Pedro. He's like, I'm legitimately done now. It's like, I'm done being
Yeah,
a Jets fan.
6 games ago. Nah, not that many. 3 games ago. When they lost to the Cardinals in the fashion that they did, I'm just like, I don't even give a shit anymore. But this is going to be the kind of game that they win. It's so fucking
The
stupid.
Patriots game was rough for them too. Like just
Yeah,
to
the
lose
Patriots.
that.
Yeah.
And the
yeah,
Colts game was rough.
Dude, that's so
Yeah,
many.
but at least the Colts game, they looked
Yeah, every
okay.
game's
You know, they looked okay. But like,
Who'd you take, Seahawks?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you possibly take the Jets in this game. Everything coming out of that organization has absolutely nothing to do with football.
No,
It's
We're getting-
everything else
it's a
but
reality
football.
show.
It really is.
This is the time of year where the Jets win just enough games to fuck up the draft pick next year.
No, I just don't think they're even close to being a good football team.
Rodgers says he's going to
don't think
come
so
back, but he doesn't want to play for them.
And he's saying that in week 12. There's half the season
When he
left.
pulled all the
almost.
strings to make their team what it is right now.
It's
Yeah.
Packers version
Officially,
3.0.
officially fuck him. Officially
Dude,
fuck him.
you sold your soul to the devil when you got him, and it literally it couldn't have gotten any worse with him.
Yeah, officially
You
fuck
must hate him. Everybody hates him. You
Officially
should hate
fuck
him.
Yeah,
Officially fuck
I don't know how you picked the Jets here. Give me Seahawks minus 5.5. Give me Seahawks minus $1 million.
Where do you get 5.5?
1.5.
Wow, you're all over
I
the
got
place with these.
You didn't
Words.
say 5.5?
Jesus.
I say words.
Seahawks minus 5.5. Oh, I was reading the Titans line. That's why.
Again?
That's 4.5.
Seahawks
Oh, the
minus
Titans are
one-
next.
1.5.
Never mind. Seahawks minus 1.5.
Minus 1.5. And then I don't know. I think I don't know if the Jets can even score in this game, but
It's actually -2 on DraftKings. It's crazy how many lines are different.
give me the over 41.5, I guess. I don't like it, but
This is going to be an ugly game, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
A little, is there still a little revenge with Geno? I feel like he gets a little mad every time he plays the Jets.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's
I
true
wouldn't blame
too.
him. Yeah, I
A
wouldn't
little
blame him.
revenge
Got
tour.
cracked in the jaw.
24-21,
locker room.
the Jets are going to win this game. For no
Did
reason.
you see
For no reason at all.
the thing about Rodgers like going
10
on
a.m.
IR?
game for the Hawks.
Did you see this from what's her name? Diana Rossini or something?
What about it?
She said that
Taurasi, I
there's
think?
a very good chance that they put Rodgers on IR.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
I saw that,
I don't
yeah.
believe that for a second.
I think that's what they did
I
with
don't think
Dak.
he cares anymore.
I don't think
he
Dak's
literally
really
said
hurt. I think they
Yeah.
wanted to bench Dak and just not
Well,
say
they said his
that they were
hamstring
benching
ripped
Dak.
off the bone.
Wow, that's a myth.
That was fake.
I think the Jets are an absolute disaster.
Next, we have the Steelers at the Bengals. The Bengals are -2.5. The over-under is 46.5. I'm up. This is a tough game, but I think this is going to be a great game.
This is going to be good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Like, every week, I'm like, oh, man, like, this...
Steelers got to lose. Steelers got to lose. And honestly, this seems like they're against a tough opponent every single week.
Every week.
Every single week.
Every week.
So you're just like, okay, now the Steelers are going to come back down to earth,
No,
and they
the Steelers
just
didn't
they
lose
just
last
Steelers
don't.
just lost last week. They lost against the Browns.
Oh
you're
yeah,
right. You're
and the
right.
snowball. Yeah.
Oh, that changes everything.
But even before that, though, the Steelers are they continue to perform. Those games are always weird. Those
Yeah, you knew that was going to
snow
happen.
games.
I think
that
I
were
like
just-
Fans were nervous about that.
What's so
Anyone
weird
can
is
win
that
those
the
games.
I like the Steelers losing to the Browns more than I like them losing to the Bengals, which makes no sense. Although the Bengals can't win because their defense does everything in their power to fucking help them.
Their
lose.
defense. Joe Burrow. Talk about MVPs.
I mean,
Joe, if their
poor
team
guy.
is 7-5,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
that guy is
The MVP.
a
Yeah.
top 5
Yeah.
MVP candidate.
That team does anything they do to make them
He's
win.
playing out of his mind.
I know. It's crazy. It's so sad.
I think he's leading the league in yards and in touchdowns.
Yeah, it sucked because people thought, like, is he going to fall off when he got the wrist injury and stuff like that? People thought that, like, maybe the Burrow thing was over.
Nah,
People
he's
definitely
ice cold.
thought that.
He's ice cold.
sick this year.
Dude,
and they
he
can't
has-
fucking win.
He has
He's ice cold.
3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
He's playing out of his mind.
4.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. The
And-
defense does everything.
And
in their
Lamar,
power.
the MVP, front runner, but he's responsible for 30 touchdowns, Lamar.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Burrow's right there with 27 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, right. If he's winning, he's an MVP.
And he has 3,000 passing yards. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone else in the league is up to there yet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably
Like,
right,
so
no.
this is so tough. Like, are the Steelers going to lose 2 in a row? But I think I love the Bengals at home. This is a tough game.
Wait, who's up right now?
I am. Even the
Lamar is
46.
3,053. Gino is second. Burrow is third.
Wow, Gino's second.
Burrow's
in the league.
third.
Yeah.
Gino's second in the league in passing yards?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How is Stroud up there? That's crazy. Stroud's fourth?
Because he throws it for 90 yards down the field and then Mixon runs the ball in.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do in this game, man. This is a really tough one.
Does Lamar and Gino have an extra game than Burrow, though?
No, I don't think so, right? Who has a bye? Oh, wait, yeah. I think Lamar has a bye on week 14. Is that right?
Give me the Bengals -2.5. I hate it because I don't see the Steelers losing 2 in a row. I don't think that they're going to lose 2 in a row, but
It's more do or die for it is legitimately do or die for the Bengals.
I think the Bengals might be fucked already, no? I mean, is there still a dying chance that
If they win the next, 4 games,
They gotta
then
win
they'll
out.
Have a
They
chance.
have to
yeah,
win
they have
out.
to win out.
I think they have a chance.
Give me the
They
Bengals
have a chance.
-2.5.
They
And
do.
give me
Mathematically.
Because of Burrow, yeah.
Mathematically.
Well,
they
I'm
have a
saying
chance.
even like, you think they can sneak in a wild card?
Yes, I think so. I think they can still drop one, probably. I think, what's their record now? Their record is 4-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can go 9-8 and sneak into a wild card for sure.
Yeah.
Give me the Bengals -2.5. Even the 46.5 is a tough fucking line because if you're going to take the Bengals, you like the over. Give me the Bengals in the over 46.5, and I hate both of those. But you know what? After last week, maybe that's just what I have to do.
They have to make up 3 games to make the wild card on the Broncos.
I can see the Broncos falling apart here, though. What did the Broncos do last week? They beat up on the Raiders.
They're just getting better and better.
Yeah, they beat up.
And I feel like I'm not hearing or watching them. Like,
Which
is Scott
is-
Hansen not showing them?
If
Where's
I'm
Scott?
like a Broncos fan, like that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, exactly
Like, do
right.
not talk about us.
They're
No
starting
one.
to get it now. Bo Nix
They
is up there now.
Give me
They
the Bengals in the over.
Bo Nix is now only plus 160 for Rookie of the Year. When Jane
What?
Daniels was like minus 1,800.
He was
yeah,
at one.
something.
What's
Minus 200. I think
We talked about this last week.
This-
I mean, every week he's finding Bo Nix is creeping his way up,
looks
his
good.
way up, and he's
Yeah.
quiet. I'm not watching a lot of the Broncos on Red Zone.
Who wants to watch?
Who watches the Broncos?
Well, I'm not but I don't turn if the Jets aren't on, I'm watching Red Zone.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not even seeing them a lot on Red Zone. I don't know. Anyway, what do you like, G?
Real quick, on the Rookie of the Year thing, if it wasn't a quarterback situation, which it will be again, Brock Bowers is breaking records.
He's
every week.
One of the.
He's unbelievable.
It's definitely the best rookie tight end performance of all time.
I think that's already set in
He's
stone.
on pace to pass Puka from last year, which was ridiculous what he did. And he's plus 4,200.
He's playing out of his mind.
I think last week was quiet for me at 4 catches for 38 yards.
I just don't understand. They saw something in him clearly, but
bro, against the Dolphins, he had 13 catches.
They took Michael Mayer last year, and then take another tight end this year.
Somebody should trade for Mayer.
Is that GM?
Yeah, somebody should pick Mayer up for sure.
He was away from the team for a week or two, I think, because of personal matters. I think he's just pissed off, honestly.
Oh, really? I don't see him being that type of guy, though.
It's hard not to be, though, when you're drafted that early to be that guy, and you just get replaced without getting a chance.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, he was. Listen, he's still gonna get paid no matter what he's doing, but
who?
Mayer. But I'm sure he wants his touches though, and I'm sure he wants to be there.
Bauer's going to be on his way to a big contract if he continues this, and Mayer won't even sniff that.
Well, they're not going to re-sign Mayer. Someone else will pick him up.
Somebody should trade for him.
Yeah, somebody should trade for him.
I mean, and if I were the Raiders, I would be doing anything to try to improve my team.
Tight ends are big to have,
especially in football.
The teams that
nowadays.
have a solid one.
Yeah.
Look at the difference between look at Kittle, what he's doing this year. But even when he's quiet last year, he didn't do anything really.
No, he
had big performances.
Or it was nothing. That's fair.
Just because he doesn't fill up a stat sheet, George Kittle, he's doing everything in the trenches.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely everything.
Unbelievable.
Right. What do you like, G?
He's the best all-around tight end.
Yeah, no doubt.
I agree.
And honestly, just catching tight end probably. I mean, Kelsey's obviously turning on now, but Kittle's having a career year. But
this is a tough game.
This is a tough game. This is a perfect line.
Yep.
It's in the jungle, but 2.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah,
I think so. I think the Steelers can win this game.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I thought this could be a pick'em, honestly.
Yeah,
it's not that surprising to me, just because everybody's expecting that the Bengals.
Honestly, this game could be the Bengals plus 2.5. I'm sorry. The Bengals plus 2.5.
No, you're right.
I think I love the over 46.5 here.
Really? I don't think I love that.
I think the Steelers, they just do nothing but score points. That's all they do. They just score points. Russell Wilson, that offense, it's humming.
Yep.
And the Bengals defense is atrocious.
Yeah, it's not good.
So I'll take the over 46.5. I guess give me the Steelers plus 2.5. I think I have to take the points here.
That's a smart move.
Whoever was laying points here, I was probably taking. So give me the plus 2.5. I think it's just going to be a tight game back and forth. Probably whoever has the ball first or whoever has the ball last is probably going to win. So give me the plus 2.5.
This is a fun game. This is the 1:00 game that we watch right here.
Yeah. I think the over seems obvious, but the thing here is that Steelers are kind of not good against the run, and I think that this could be a lot of running both ways.
Slow.
Which can slow the game up, but in the
Joey
end,
Cool.
In the end, I think
running the rock.
No, Chase Brown.
No, I know, but their running attack is giving him dump offs. They don't hand the ball off.
Fair.
They literally just throw him balls out in the flat.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, I love the over 46.5. That's enough. That's low enough. I
don't love that.
I have one under so far.
The Steelers defense is good, but at the same, I don't know. You know what? Give me the Bengals minus 2.5 and over 46.5. I think the Bengals, their back has been against the wall. I think
has been for 4 weeks.
I think that this is a game though. They win this and everyone start. I think they're a team that wants the hype a little bit.
Yeah, Joey likes the spotlight.
Yeah.
He does. He definitely loves it.
Most of the other teams, it's you want to fly under the radar. Not him, especially not now, because he wants people talking about them. He wants people to be afraid of them when he comes to play them the next week.
Yeah.
If they win this, that's a big statement for them. And then it's somehow, you're 5-7. If who are the Broncos playing? If they were to drop to who are they playing?
Broncos have the
the Browns.
Browns. That could be a win.
It's going to be so hard for the Bengals to make the playoffs, but regardless, they need to win to make it happen. It's too early to pack it in, so they have to win this game. Yeah, give me the Bengals to win this game. I think I love the Bengals to win this game.
I do too, but I've loved the Bengals to win a lot of these games. And,
yeah, it's true. They just get fucked.
The reason
their special teams and their defense just.
I wouldn't even bat an eye at the Bengals minus 2.5 in this game if the Steelers didn't lose last week.
Yeah,
that's what scares me. That's what scares me a lot. But
I wonder how. Yeah, Tom doesn't really lose to it.
No, he doesn't.
So. Before you pick AJ, I just want to throw out a quick Joe Burrow stat. Joe Burrow in December, 10 career games. He has an 8-2 record, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's averaging 309 passing yards per game and completing at 70.4%.
You better check out those props for him.
Crazy.
Him in December, late in the season, he just flips a switch and he's playing his best football.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
So it'll be interesting. I think they do. They have They have a mathematical shot to make the playoffs. But with Joe Burrow, I feel like it increases. It sucks that they're having such a good year. All these other teams that the records are so good for everyone else. So it's almost out of his hands. Other teams have to lose.
All you can do is win out.
I think they might. I think they can still drop one more and have a legitimate shot at 9-8.
No,
but we'll see.
The 3 back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I like the Bengals in this game. The only reason I'm batting an eye is because the Steelers lost last week to the Browns. It's the only reason I'm batting an eye.
Yeah, that game was like a wash, though.
It's a weird game. I know that, but is Tomlin got I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, the Titans are at the Commanders. Commanders are minus 5.5. Over/unders 44.5. We're up to you, George.
Real quick, Bengals Broncos play December 29th, second to last game of the season. That's going to be huge.
Oh, so they can gain 2 games right there.
Right there. And the Broncos play.
Dude.
They play the Browns this week. Then they play the Colts, which anything could happen there, I guess. Then they play the Chargers. Then they play the Bengals. And they play the Chiefs. So they could drop.
Dude, Bengals
are alive.
What's the prop for them to make the playoffs?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I like that.
Check that out real quick.
I like
that. Let's see, because I know, don't they give playoff percentages?
Yeah, they do. They're plus 410 to make the playoffs.
So right now, mathematically, whatever, this is what my CBS Sports app says. They have an 11.3% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think with Joe Burrow, they probably have a 20% chance. I think he just adds that much value
I agree.
to the team.
I agree.
That's good value, though. Plus 410 for the Bengals. I might sprinkle that tonight.
I like that.
Especially with the stretch Broncos have.
Yeah, but it's gonna change a lot.
Besides the Broncos, they also have to pass. Well, they will pass the Colts, but they also have to pass Miami. That's where it's.
They have to pass all 3 of those teams.
Yeah.
But doesn't Miami?
Top 7. Right?
Didn't we just said Miami?
Top 7.
Yes. Didn't we just say Miami has a gauntlet though? Or is that someone else?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
It was Miami. No, it was Miami.
Dude, and the Bengals have.
And only one game behind the Bengals.
And then after the Steelers game, Bengals have Cowboys.
Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins.
Bengals have Cowboys, Titans, Browns, then the Broncos, and then the Steelers again. But Browns, Titans, Cowboys, Titans, Browns, they should win all 3 of those
I don't
games.
care what the line is for that Bengals-Broncos game. If it comes down to it and the Bengals
give me
won
Joey
these last
Cool,
3,
baby.
I don't give a fuck.
Give me Joey Cool.
He's gonna sun Bo Nix.
No doubt.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
The Titans are at the Commanders. Commies are minus 5.5. 44.5 is the over/under. We're up to you, George.
Have the Commanders been playing well?
No.
They haven't, right?
I don't know.
They fell off.
They fell off. Titans last week. They beat the Texans. Lost to the Vikings, lost to the Chargers, beat the Pats. I don't know.
Game's in Washington.
Commanders lost to the Cowboys in that crazy game. I mean, that was the wildest.
Yeah. Witching hour? Jesus.
Number 1 witching hour, but the ending to that game specifically, there were 4 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes of the game. It was just insane.
I was watching the Vikings fall apart, so.
I think I love the Titans here. I think give me the Titans plus 5.5. And I've just taken so many overs. Give me the under 44.5. I think Titans can win this game. I don't know.
I think if the Titans cover, it has to stay under, right? I mean,
yeah.
I disagree. I think the Commanders have a get-right game here.
I think you're right.
I think that last week the Titans, I just saw a weird game happening against Houston in the division game.
Commanders have lost 3 straight.
Yeah, which makes me even like them even more. You know why? Because they're due. Washington minus 5.5. I like the over 44.5 as well. I think Levis will make some mistakes. I loved the Titans last week because it was just a weird game that was going to happen. I don't think that, these teams don't know each other. I think the Commanders need to get right here. Commanders are still a good team. They're not great. They're not as good as everybody thought they were. Also, Jaden Daniels, he's good.
Is B-Rob hurt?
When a rookie comes in and they get hot, yeah. When an Eckler got concussed, he was knocked out cold. So it literally may be Jeremy McNichols. I don't know if that makes that much of a difference. I think Jaden Daniels put this game into his hands.
Yeah, and the fact he started off so hot and has
sucks everybody in he's going to be the best
Jaden Daniels stinks. It's let's take it easy. He's still a good quarterback. Yes. I think their team still just needs a lot of room for improvement. He's just not carrying them on his back and just forcing them to win games anymore.
Yes.
There's some tape on him now.
Yeah.
Defensive coordinators have learned to adjust to him. So, water finds its level eventually, but he's still, playing a phenomenal rookie season.
Yeah, and the defense still looks pretty good. I mean, there was, wasn't there 2 return touchdowns last week? It's the special teams.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so the special teams got them 14 of their 34 points, so they let up basically 20 points. It's not that bad. I mean, granted, it's the Cowboys, but...
I'm with you, Ron. I think the Commanders bounce back a little bit this week, so I'm going to take them minus 5.5. The 44.5 is tricky. Because I can see if the Commanders cover 5.5, I could see them winning big, and the Titans not really scoring the ball a lot. But 44.5 is not that big of a number, so I don't know. Unfortunately, I could see a 30-14 kind of game, but it could easily be 27-20.
That's literally what I was gonna say, 27-20.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was about to say it.
Give me the under 44.5.
This is where I make it back.
Yeah, give me the under 44.5.
This is where I make it back.
No, I changed my mind.
Give me an ugly.
Commanders minus 5.5 over 44.5. 27-20.
Will Levis will throw a pick six in this game.
Cardinals are at the Vikings.
This is tricky.
We always fall on you, Ron, when the Vikings come
you're right.
Cardinals are at the Vikings. Vikings are minus 3.5. 44.5 is the over-under. We're up to you, Ron.
This is a tricky game. Cardinals are good.
The Vikings
Bills are good.
Weird games, man.
They barely didn't cover last week because they fell. But there was 25 seconds left in that game. They were up by 11, and it went to overtime.
Jesus Christ.
25 seconds.
Yeah, the onside kick. I think there's been
bounce off the guy's leg.
I think there was 2 successful onside kicks before that one.
I think
they said the most onside kicks have been against the Vikings this year.
Yeah.
I think
it might have been 3 total, and I think they might have 2 of them. I'm pretty sure.
I think they adjust the kicking rules again this offseason. I think they kind of rework it.
Yeah.
Because they wanted more plays versus touchbacks.
I think there has been.
The percentage is only 2% difference.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that drastic.
More than though.
It's not that drastic. But I feel like they rework it a little bit. I think we need to implement a surprise onside kick again.
Yeah, I hate the fact that you got to explain it. But how do you do that? Yeah, how do you?
Because you can't now. Yeah. So however they need to work that, they got to figure it out.
You gotta get it.
I hate that you have to announce an onside kick. It's only the last 2 minutes of the game. Yeah. It's whacked, dude.
Also, that's crazy.
You have to be losing, which realistically you're only going for an onside kick if you are losing, but still a weird specification.
Yeah, but not always. There were teams that were used to
the Saints in the Super Bowl, right?
It's right out of halftime.
Yeah. Chiefs used to do it quite frequently, where they'd after halftime they'd do the same thing, or even the beginning. Chiefs in the first game of the year to start the kickoff. I feel like they've done it more than once.
Dude, special teams is a whole side of the ball that is just as strategic as defense, just as strategic as offense.
And these guys' jobs also.
Absolutely. You see things on how teams line up on kickoff formations, how teams rush the holder on field goal units. You see all these things. We can't take it out of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You ever see the Pat McAfee onside kick where he just kicks it up to himself.
Yeah, because it's open. It's open.
Yeah,
and that wasn't like a play like that. A play like that is not planned. He said, I've heard him say that. It's like I saw the opening. And I did it.
That was planned for that specific week.
Because they saw it open.
They saw that in the special teams.
Okay. Yeah.
So again, that's just more strategy behind that specific game plan.
I hate the onside kick. I don't mind the dynamic kickoff. I don't mind that, but like,
still odd. There's like I feel like there's so much to it as opposed to just fucking kick the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
Can you move the yardage for like a touchback again? Maybe I don't know.
Their thing is the concussions, I guess. But like, listen, it's
every
football.
Fucking play.
These guys, you need the guys on the special teams to sign a waiver. Let them sign a waiver then. Like they know what they're signing up for. They're just trying to put food in their family's mouth.
Yeah, most of those guys are trying to make it.
That's their job. Is special teams. 95% of those guys.
Yeah.
So the Cards are at the Vikings. Vikings are minus 3.5. 44.5 is the over/under. We're up to you, Ron.
The hook scares me, but I'll continue to take the Vikings at home here. I think they go 3 games at home, and then it gets tough towards the end of the year. I think they really, really want to run through these home games and win. Sam Darnold low-key had his best game of the year.
He looked good last week. Yeah, he looked very good last week.
He went 330, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he looked unbelievable in fourth quarter and overtime.
Yeah.
The defense, which was good for the most part, upped him towards the end of the game. Darnold looked unbelievable. He made some crazy throws last game.
He looked good.
And you know what's great? You don't force it to Jefferson. You have 161 yards from Addison and 114 yards from Hawkinson. It opens it all up. And I'm glad that he's finally realizing you don't have to force it to Jefferson.
Yeah, like that was a few weeks he was just forcing passes.
Yes, and that's when they look bad. That's when they're, barely beating the fucking Jaguars, losing,
What was his completion in attempts?
Last week?
Yeah.
Hang on.
He looked good last week. He did. And you called it. You said Jordan Addison in the divisional games. He loves them.
Dude, he eats.
Yeah.
We were going to trade last week.
Did Justin Jefferson do anything last week?
2 catches, 27 yards.
Yeah.
And he said, when they interviewed him, he goes, let the other guys eat. I'm fine with that. They were, there was like pictures of them. He was triple covered on every play.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I would do if I was the defensive coordinator.
100%.
Yeah, like Bill Belichick. Make someone else beat me.
Yeah, you have to.
But that's like, I feel like this is good for Darnold to be able to know that you can rely on other guys. You don't need to
figure it out week 11.
Yeah. Hawk looked good last week too.
Yeah. They need to get him involved. He wasn't playing that many snaps to begin.
You think he was still kind of like they were just slowly...
I think the first 2 weeks, yeah.
I don't know his snap counts or anything.
He's got to get hit a couple times.
57%.
Got to get hit, yeah.
Before the Chicago game, I think he had like 57% prior to that, which that's not... He should be out there.
Definitely.
Darnold was 22 of 34. 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, that's good.
116 rating, whatever. But
I don't know what that means.
70-ish%.
After a decade, I don't know.
I like the over. I think Kyler will get some bullshit going on. Running out of the pocket. They struggle against like when these guys get loose in the pocket and like a broken play. Like they keep getting fucked on these because Flores will just bring the heat, which scares me. Like on like third downs and stuff like that, he just brings everybody. Like against the
Murray's
Titans,
slippery.
The 98-yard touchdowns because he like why like I love everything Flores does, except like that. It's like, don't bring everybody when they're on the 2-yard line. Just like, play it safe there. Yeah. You end up, but give me the over. Give me
Live by it, die by it.
It's fair. Yeah.
I love the over in this game.
Yeah,
I think this is a high-scored game.
This is going to be a fun game.
Because of the hook, I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 3.5.
That's fair.
The Vikings have been covering. Like, I don't know how. Last week they looked very good.
Last week.
The last few, they didn't last week.
It's just unbelievable.
But like the last few weeks, they've been skating by. And like, I'm not saying the Vikings.
They've played shit teams recently.
Yes, but they've played down to their competition.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you could do.
Which I think the Cardinals are better than the teams they've played in the last few weeks, and I think they'll play up to the competition with the Cardinals. But the hook is why I'm going to take the Cardinals. I think the Vikings will win this game. Maybe. I don't know. This is a tricky game.
It is a tricky game.
I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 3.5 and definitely the over 44.5. This is another one of those games. Like if you're taking the Cardinals, you think you like the over. Yeah, but I think that this could be a high-scoring game, 27-24. If either team was getting 3.5, I was taking the points, regardless of who was home.
Ivan Pace went on IR. So that's one defensive player the Vikings lost, which sucks.
Yeah.
And Cam Robinson left the game too, which also sucks. You lose your left tackle, trade for a left tackle, and he gets hurt.
He gets hurt. Yeah.
I'm with you, AJ. I love the over 44.5. I do think it's going to be a shootout. The hook is what did it for me. If it was Vikings minus 2.5, I probably take the Vikings. I do think they win the game. I just think it's going to be a tight one, though. Oh, my God, the TV screen. I just think it's going to be a tight one, though. So I'll take the points. So give me Cardinals plus 3.5.
Okay, we are into the 4 o'clock slate. The Bucs are at the Panthers. The Panthers are plus 5.5, and the over-under is 46.5. I believe we are on me.
Mm-hmm.
I think last week was a fluke for the Panthers.
Yeah, but this is weird again now. It's like
46.5 is
playing
a lot of points.
decent.
They are playing
I
decent.
know.
Ever since Bryce Young's come back, they're playing all right.
He's got
I
a chip on
know.
his shoulder.
Yeah.
Panthers are home.
That was a
46.
wake-up
I would like to see him play good. You know, like
I'm going to take the... I mean, this was the same line against the Giants, and the Bucs smoked them. So I think I have to do the same thing. Yeah, the Panthers looked okay last week, but I think that
They looked good last week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bryce Young looked good last
I'm going to take
Yeah.
the Bucs minus 5.5, and I hate taking the unders in the Bucs game. Give me the over, 46.5. Bucs minus 5.5 over 46.5. It was 5.5 against the Giants for the Bucs, and people, I think you took the Giants. A lot of people were on the Giants, I think, last week, but the Bucs ended up smoking them.
Yeah,
Holy hell.
I'm going to take the Bucs minus 5.5 over 46.5.
What do you got there, Stack?
Man, I blinked and Bucks are 5-6 after winning last week.
Well, Mike Evans was out. That killed them.
Yeah, they went on a bad stretch.
Yeah, they lost 4 straight.
But they're still alive in that division.
Yeah. This is a weird one. I think 6 and 5.5 is perfect.
Yep.
Carolina's at home. Chiefs were in town last week. Carolina was home last week. I was watching a little bit of that game, especially down the stretch. It was a sellout. A lot of red, though. So I don't know if the Chiefs packed it out a little bit, but the fact that they were giving away tickets last year.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they gave tickets away and then a crisp $20 bill with them to spend at the concessions as well. I don't know. They look decent. 5.5 though. I feel a lot more comfortable at 7.
Yeah. Bucs win this game by a touchdown.
But yeah, I think I gotta take the Bucs minus 5.5.
I think you need between 17 and 20 points for the Panthers for this to go over.
I know.
I don't love the over, but like the way the Bucs games go, although the Bucs, this was one of those games that killed the over last week. Like if the Giants could just put up 3 more fucking points, it goes over. I think it was 39.5 or whatever it was, and ended up 30-7. I think was the final score.
I think the Bucs are going to score a lot here.
I think so too. So I think the Bucs are good for 30. So like if the Panthers could sneak out 17 points,
34-14.
Give me the Bucs minus 5.5. Give me the over 46.5.
With you.
okay, same page.
But you too? That's what you did?
Yeah.
All thrice of us.
Bucs minus 5.5 over 46.5.
Bucs minus 5.5, 46.
You know what that means.
I think Baker will just
I'll bring the
enjoy
beers.
playing a bad defense here.
Talk
think
about
there's
Baker
a-
doing the
How bad?
celebration.
How bad?
I didn't love that. This poor guy. Tommy didn't do anything.
Did you hear him in the interview though? Did you hear him in the interview?
What?
I don't know how real this is, but in the interview he said it was not homage, but like
Jesus, I would have called it anyway.
it wasn't a disrespect thing. Baker said it wasn't a disrespect thing. He met Tommy DeVito at wherever last year, and they hit it off or whatever else. I think Baker gets in his own he was the same horns down guy in college. I think he gets so competitive and he gets in his head.
That's fair.
Which
Kansas didn't shake
it
his
was
hands.
more
to.
against
which
the
I like.
fans.
I like. I think that's good.
He's got a nice little chip. He's fun.
It was the same line last week, and I was all over the Bucs, and it was right. So I can't find myself. I don't find the Panthers and the Giants being all that different. I have to do the same thing here. I'm going to take the Bucs.
Spitballing here. I think Italians are the last group of people you can make fun of.
That's fair.
Give it a year. Give it a year.
Did you see that Baker is suing his dad and brother's investment company because they fucked with his funds?
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
That
Not
is
a great
What
situation.
what did they do?
They put his funds into places that he didn't authorize or something like that.
AMC.
He's a big Shiba Inu guy.
Hang on, let's see.
Am I down 102% on
right,
AMC?
right.
Baker Mayfield sues his own father, claiming he stole $12 million from him.
Whoa. It's amazing how often you see that. What a shame.
What do you?
Allegedly stole.
How do you do that?
To between 2018 and 2021.
This is for the Bucs and for the over. Cheers.
I don't know if I love that.
I love the Bucs in that game. I love them. I may not have like 5 minutes ago, but I love the Bucs in that game.
I was really tempted to take the Panthers, but the juice isn't enough for me. Yeah. It needed to be 7.
7.5 even, I'd argue.
Yeah, I'd probably take the 7 and hope for a push, but...
What's enticing for me is like last week, I didn't have any sort of sure thing. Week before that, didn't see any. This week, I think I feel...
Ooh, I haven't picked a sure thing yet.
We didn't put our sure things up last week.
Nothing has stuck out to me.
It got messed up with the Purdy thing.
I don't remember what mine was.
Mine had been the Niners, and then the spread changed, everything.
See, like that, like we take picks there, and like we're expecting Purdy. I 1,000% would have changed my pick there,
me too.
knowing that Purdy wasn't healthy.
I know, you're right. Me too.
You had the 10.5 for the Panthers last week, sure thing, and it hit.
Oh my God, I had a whole rant about this.
Ron, yours was the Niners, and mine was the Cards Seahawks.
I
wanted to change mine from the Niners to the over in the Tennessee game.
I didn't even realize that was my sure thing. I remember I had a little rant about me picking
Panthers
as my sure thing.
Everything got fucked up with that Purdy shit. Whatever.
Rams
Moving on.
are at the Saints.
Plowing ahead.
The Saints are +3, over-under is 49.5. We are up to you, George.
You heard me.
49.5. Wow.
Right off the bat, I don't know. Give me the under here. I think that's wildly high. I think the Saints can come out here and score 9 points.
I think that reflects the fact the Rams will blow them out.
The Rams, 37-20, they lost to the Eagles. They beat the Patriots 28-22. 23-15, they beat the Rams. 26-20, they beat the Seahawks. There's no reason this game should be this high.
Well, the Saints also have had a different situation going since they got rid of their coach.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints put up 35 in their last game against the Browns, 20 against the Saints. Oh, I'm sorry, against the Falcons.
I don't know. 20 against the poorest Falcons defense.
I like the under as well.
I don't understand why this is one of the highest over-under. The Falcons are averaging giving up 25 points a game.
Yeah, no, I like the under in this game as well.
And
thank God, I need an under in my life.
I can see the Rams coming out here, running the ball heavy.
One under.
I think I went 3 in a row, so I stopped.
I have 3 unders. I think the Rams can come out here, run the ball heavy, really lean on Kyron Williams here, burn the clock. Saints, they're the weirdest team in the NFL and have been like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They're either the best team in the NFL or the worst team in the NFL. Alvin Kamara is allergic to the end zone. It is driving me crazy in fantasy. He does not score.
Your team should have had a lot of points.
I don't understand how he can do so much work and then they just give the ball to Taysom Hill. And he gets all the credit. Granted, he had a phenomenal game the other week.
He did.
But I like the Rams -3 here. And I don't love it. I like it. Don't love it. Rams, I still don't know either about.
They're a weird team.
I don't know about them either.
You said that about the Saints, which is true. The Rams are a weird fucking team, man.
I don't know about them either. If it's 3.5 here, I think I take the Saints. -3, I'll take the Rams. Hope for a push. But yeah, I'll take the Rams here. And the under.
I like the Rams, but yeah, they are weird. I mean, but that division is completely wide open. It's 6-5, 6-5.
This game could end 35-30.
Literally.
They're two weird fucking teams.
Literally.
Man.
No, it 1,000% can turn into a shootout. Yeah.
49.
I'm taking the under as well.
49.5. I'm gonna take the Rams -3. I don't see how you don't take the Rams -3.
Yeah.
Although it looks like it's leaning towards the spreads moving towards the Saints.
Yeah, Saints are -120 +3.
Yes, give me the Rams -3, 49.5.
That means by Sunday it'll be 3.5.
Hang on,
which
let me
we're
just
gonna want,
look.
I think.
Probably.
37, 49.
Like with the hook, it's a different
We should adjust our picks based off of injuries.
Yeah, we should get like a little
reset. Well, that was the caveat I was saying earlier.
Nah, fuck your caveat.
Yeah, but you know
it's
fair. Not fair for you to pull one now.
Well,
Purdy.
All 3 of us could do it.
Yeah, but Purdy was a lot worse.
Like that changes things when your quarterback isn't starting.
Yeah, it's not like it's going from Purdy to Brandon Allen. It's going from Tommy DeVito to Drew Lock.
That's true.
That will change my pick, and that'll probably change
the spread.
That'll probably change the spread too.
I will agree that I don't think Drew Lock's that bad.
I don't think so either.
Every Giant fan I spoke to when I was like, they should be putting Drew Lock, and they're like, no, he looked terrible when he came in. It's like, yeah, he came at the end of the game when they were losing.
Yeah.
And
That doesn't mean anything.
But Drew Lock is for sure the second string quarterback. They're paying him, what, $10 million a year?
I think Drew Lock is better
He's-
than Tommy DeVito, but I don't know if it sways my decision all that much.
Drew Lock
I
is...
keep saying no because I don't want you to get that, but I would agree that Drew Lock would change that. He has more experience in the NFL. You had said that Tommy DeVito has more experience than him, and that's not true. You said it
Did I
last
say
week.
that?
Yeah, because he played in Denver.
He played in Denver.
Yeah. And then he went to Seattle and like almost won that job versus Geno, but didn't.
I
But-
forgot
No,
he was in Seattle.
What I meant to say was he has more experience in that offense.
Fair.
That's what I meant. If it didn't...
That
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't know what I meant to say, but...
What do you like here, Ryan? You like the Rams?
I love the Rams.
I love Scotch.
This could be such a weird. No, I mean the Rams. Like, I feel like
I don't think they lose this game.
they wanted to win that game last week, but I feel like McVay was okay with losing that game, knowing what was coming in there, and he knows that he has to win this one. You can't drop this game if you want to win that division.
Yeah.
I mean, so they lost.
They're very much in like the race. Everyone's back.
No doubt.
Like they're ready to go. If
They
get
can
hot-
win that division.
If they get hot at the end of the year, they're a dangerous team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rams,
Definitely.
the last 4 games, they lost
Yeah,
to
Matthew
the Eagles.
Stafford as quarterback, yeah.
They lost to the Eagles pretty big. They beat the Patriots, bad team.
Bad team.
They lost to the Dolphins, who are kind of back, and they beat the Seahawks, which, is another fucking
Division
weird team.
game,
But,
yeah.
divisional game.
49.5 is so many. I mean, I almost want to take the under because I don't want to drop one here just because I was like trying to be ballsy.
You almost can't count that high.
I could. You're probably right. 49.5. So Rams games have been what?
They 37-20. They lost to the Eagles.
57, 50, 38, 46, 50.
They're due for an under.
No, it's pretty split.
It's split.
The last 2, though.
What are the Saints done?
The last 2 are overs. Due for an
I
under.
don't know. What is it about the Saints that they just like change games so oddly that like you don't even know what's going to happen?
I just think Derek Carr is just a completely inconsistent quarterback.
I'm almost.
How about Taysom Hill?
30 seconds ago?
How about
guy-
Alvin Kamara?
this
Let's give the guy a touchdown.
Taysom Hill threw, received, and rushed.
Yeah.
And had 3 touchdowns and was like ridiculous.
I forgot the stat, but they gave him he played, X percentage of snaps, and for that percentage he lined up at quarterback, fullback, running back, tight end, wide receiver, and I think he even had like a special team snap or two.
Yeah.
Like
But he's done that forever.
absolutely
I mean, Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
awesome.
30 seconds ago, I loved the under, and then you almost convinced me to take the over because this could be a 35-30 game.
Give me
But
the
then-
Rams and over.
But now I'm looking at the Saints. 35-14 they won, which is under. 20-17 they won. They lost to the Panthers 23-22. I think that's before Carr was back, and they lost to the Chargers 26-8. So of the
Receivers.
I think he'll just trust him on 3rd down this game.
Yeah, no, I like that. Give me the Rams and over 49. I know it's a lot of points, but I'm going to take that.
27-21 Rams win this game under 49.5. The last.
Wait a minute.
No. I saw someone talking about how, like, they were talking about Taysom Hill. They're like, nobody loves Taysom Hill more than Sean Payton. And then Dennis Allen comes in, and no one loves Taysom Hill more than Dennis Allen. Then Dennis Allen leaves, and this guy puts up 3 touchdowns.
No one loves
him more than the next guy.
I know, literally.
He's been like this his entire career.
It is,
Like,
and he's so annoying because you can't start him in fantasy because you
can't.
never know when it's going to happen.
yeah, but it happens at least once, 2-3 times a year.
At least, yeah. He had 40-something points when he played last
Dude,
week.
sometimes he'll come in and throw for fucking 2 touchdowns and have 40 yards throwing for 2 touchdowns. It's like, what are you
I
doing?
used to hate when he would come when the Vikings were playing
I
the
love
Saints
him,
and I
by
saw
the
him come
way.
in. I
I
was
do
like,
too,
this
yeah.
is such bullshit. I know he's going to score somehow.
Yeah.
Here. I don't know what it is, but
Dude, if it's a Wildcat offense and they're within the 10-yard line, it's like, okay, if he's going to get
getting
the snap
the
and
ball.
he's going to score.
well, it's so sad because you know he's getting the ball, but because Kamara's right next to him, it's like fuck. Like
Yeah.
it can easily go to Kamara.
in the red zone, Kamara doesn't exist
Yeah,
on
it's
this
true.
team.
It's
He hasn't
crazy.
scored a touchdown like 6 straight weeks.
That is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Now I gotta look it up.
So the last 4 o'clock.
It's so frustrating.
The last 4 o'clock game, this is going to be a great game. The Eagles are at the Ravens. The Ravens are -3.
Vikings.
The over-under is 50.5.
This is fun.
I think we're up to you, Ron.
Okay.
Hey.
This could be a great game. I love this game. 50.5.
This is so tough to pick. These are the 2 hottest teams in football right now.
This is a free-for-all.
Is that fair? Well, I'm sorry, the Lions are, but
Yeah. Ravens hit We're cold in the start of the season. Hot again.
Yeah.
Cold again. Now they're back hot again.
Eagles.
Which I don't know if that's good football.
No.
Yeah,
That's
but
not good
they're going to
football.
play the Eagles.
Unless they run, like, if they're going to play the year hot, then it's fine.
They're in Baltimore.
That's
they're
fine.
They're going to play the Eagles.
They ended the year hot last year and then decided to sling the ball every which way in their last game of the year.
When they were winning, too.
And it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They're going to
rely on what
This is going to be a good
was
game.
tried and
Now
true.
they can rely on somebody in the backfield.
This will be a good game. The
always
Ravens are going to
could.
play them tough at home.
-3.
It's the Ravens are giving 3 points to the Eagles.
I'm going to go with the coach here, and I'm going to go Ravens -3. I think we said the Eagles were due last week. They were not. They looked great.
But they were due.
They do look great. I think... Oh, this is going to be crazy. See, now this seems like it should be a shootout, and it probably will be, but at the same time, it's like sometimes these games, because they're such good teams, they're figuring each other out for like the first half of the game, and by the time it gets
It's
to
like
the second
10-3
half,
at halftime.
What if the Eagles?
yes,
The Eagles
and then
have
they blow
won
it up
7.
at the end, but it's still not enough to go over.
Yeah.
The Eagles have won 7 in a row.
They are the hottest team in football. I think hotter than the Lions.
No, they're not.
No, they're not higher than the Lions.
I think the Lions have been what they have been the entire year, and Eagles have just been.
It doesn't make them less hot.
Yeah, but they've been hot since week 1. I mean,
Lions were 0-1, to be fair, aren't they?
I think everyone
the Bucs?
expected
Was that week 1?
everyone expected the Lions to be one of the best teams in the NFL. No one expected the Eagles to be the second best team in the NFL, especially even 5 weeks ago.
The Ravens over/under was 49.5 last week too, wasn't it? And that we hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this. Nah, I can't take the under here. I just can't do it. I'll take. Give me the Ravens -3 over 50.5. Probably a trap, but gonna do it.
It's a lot of points. But with that said, I am with you, Ron. I am also taking the Ravens -3. I think them being home is a big deal. I also think that they're going to start to I don't know what their schedule is the rest of the year, but I think the Eagles winning in Los Angeles last week was a big. I think that was a big test last week. You know, the Chargers are not the Eagles, and I get that, but I think that was a big test to go to Los Angeles and win the way that they did. And I have to take the over for a couple of reasons. The Ravens score a lot of points. The Eagles score a lot of points. It should happen.
That math makes sense.
But also, I want a fucking shootout here.
These are one of those games.
I don't care if it goes under. I want a shootout, so I'm going to take the over just because I want this to be a 35.
We should make a parlay for this game.
This is the same game parlay for sure. 100%.
I will say one thing here. The Ravens are good against the run. This will have to be a Jalen. If Jalen Hurts is not that good here, the Ravens will blow them out.
They're abysmal against the pass. They're
The Ravens?
abysmal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Is Hurts good enough to take care of it?
crazy.
you know what I like in this game?
I think so.
I don't know.
And it goes with the same game parlay is AJ Brown props. I like those props a lot.
Yeah.
You know who else I like quietly is Goddard's props.
Yeah, he's been hit or miss. You know, he's sneakily been pretty good for fantasy.
He's a very consistent
I
talent.
have him.
Right?
I have him in a different league, and it's consistent. When he's playing, it's a consistent 10 to 14, 15 points.
Yeah, he's projected so low every week, and I just keep putting him in at this point because he either sneaks in a touchdown or he'll get a couple throws.
He gets 6 catches for
Devontae
50
Smith's
yards.
been weird though.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's always
Hit or miss.
high or low.
Yeah.
That's just
AJ Brown's
it is what it is. AJ
He's
Brown's
so
just
good.
he's a true.
Ravens are like a pass funnel.
He is. Devontae Smith's probably.
You know
I
who
don't know,
Devontae
I'm
Smith
trying to
reminds me of? He reminds me of Deshaun Jackson. That's who he reminds me of.
Now.
Yeah, but that's a little disrespectful to Devontae Smith, I think. No.
Devontae Smith. They're completely
better
different
receiver.
Yeah.
He is a better receiver. Like Deshaun
Talking
Jackson
about a
was
Heisman
a long
Trophy
shot.
winner.
I think that if they were targeting
college.
Devontae, if they were, they just don't target him. That
I
much.
was just gonna say
Because they have
before
Saquon
you
Barkley,
rudely
the most valuable player in the league.
Yeah.
before you rudely interrupt me though, I was gonna say you put Devontae he is probably the best number 2 in the league. Right off, maybe
that's not true.
if we think of some people.
Like Cooper Kupp and Puka are better than them too. Right
You'd,
now,
you'd rather Puka than Devontae?
probably yeah.
It's a conversation though.
He's actually
Yeah,
It's a
it's up
conversation.
there. It's definitely up there.
when you
It's
watch him
definitely
in a game. I mean, well, you
Dude,
can even say because Devontae Smith.
his route running is out of control.
and his hands.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
He really
I
is
feel like
crazy.
he's somewhat hit or miss though. Man.
Puka or
No, Devontae Smith.
Yeah, no, 100%. This year he's either blow up or he's nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think they look his way. I think they look AJ Brown's way a lot.
Yeah,
because
Rams. Well, no,
they have the most valuable player in the league in Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and it works.
I think Rams just sling the ball a lot. Like that's just their offense. Like you were literally
because they don't have Saquon Barkley, who's the most valuable player in the league.
Hello.
What do you like, Jay?
Love the over here. How could you take the under?
You can't.
Give me the over 50.5.
If you take the under in this game, you are not a football fan.
What you said is a possibility. Like if they're figuring each other out for the first half, it's 10-3. But then at the end of the game, it's going to blow up.
They're going to score.
But will it be enough to get over?
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
I love the over, though. You can't take the under.
You can't look at this game and say the under.
You can't take the
under. It could be
under.
60, I wouldn't do it.
If you take the under 50.5 in the Eagles and Ravens game, you are not a fan of football. You want an absolute fucking shootout in this game.
If anything, I'll take overs in every single game of the week.
Yeah, that's
I just want to see.
I want scoring. I
want
want
to
to
be
see
selfish of me. Like defensive-minded play, like people.
No, it's not selfish.
No,
not selfish
like
at all.
People like that love defensive football, or like people in baseball that love pitchers' duels. It's like, no, I want to see home runs every single inning.
That's why you bring back steroids to baseball.
Bring the juice back.
Can't watch baseball.
Yeah, okay, they're juicing that home plate, but guess what? So is the pitcher. The pitcher's throwing 107 miles an hour.
It's only fair.
And the exit velocity on Aaron Judge's balls is going to be 150.
Right.
Let's bring that back. But yeah, the spread though. Spread's tricky. I think it's a lot of points. I'm surprised it's this high. I was thinking it'd be
a lot of points. It's literally just the home field.
2.5.
It's just the home field. That's all that is.
I know. I could see this game easily being a half a point spread though.
I'm teetering on this being my sure thing.
I'm gonna, especially when the better team is the dog. I genuinely think the Eagles are just a better team than the Ravens. They're more complete. The Eagles' defense is very good. Their offensive line is phenomenal. Let's not discredit the offensive line of the Eagles, by the way, with Saquon Barkley. They have the best offensive line in the league, and it's not even debatable. They are absolutely phenomenal.
Lions.
It is not debatable. They have
the Lions.
They have the best offensive line in the league.
Lions are running for 5 touchdowns.
They have the best offensive line in the league, the Eagles. And I'm just going to pick the better team here. And the fact that they're getting 3 points, I'll take that too. So give me the Eagles +3 and give me the over 50.5.
The Lions are definitely a better offensive line.
Okay.
So that brings us to...
I think the Eagles are definitely number 2. But the Lions.
The Eagles are number 1, and it's not even close.
That brings us to Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The Niners are at the Bills.
We should put a poll up for that.
I wish we could flip these games around.
Me too.
Because this is a good game.
Is Brock Purdy going to play?
I hope so.
I think he's hurt. Like, I think he might be out.
He was doing light throwing and felt fine, but that doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
See, like, again, I feel like we should have a caveat for this game. Like, if Brock Purdy doesn't play,
This is fair.
this is a completely different game.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's bad about the Purdy injuries? That Shanahan is such a douchebag when it comes to injuries that you really don't know how bad this injury is.
Christian McCaffrey.
They said Brandon Allen had like a broken finger or something a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and he was never on the injury report, and it just came out this week. Like that's
crazy.
He's gonna get fined.
I have it on good authority that Purdy.
The team will get fined.
I have it on good authority that Purdy is like hurt, hurt.
I think so too.
So I think we're up to me. The Bills are home against the Niners.
My computer not working.
The over/under is 44.5. I am going to take the Bills in this game.
Real quick, how much does the line move if Purdy plays? This definitely reflects him not playing.
I think like probably
3.5.
I was gonna say 3.
Yeah,
3.5. 4.
I think 9.5 to 10.
I like the Bills to win this game. Bills -6.5. I think I'm going to take the over 44.5 just because I think I see the Bills scoring 30 points like they've done every week for the last, I mean, I don't even know how long.
Josh Allen's on one right now.
I mean, they put up 30, 30, 30, and 31 in their last 4 games.
I wonder what their Super Bowl odds are, actually.
I mean, and before that 31, it was 34. So, I mean, they're playing the Seahawks, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Colts, the Chiefs. But, like, they're scoring points. So, I'm going to take the over 44.5. I'm going to assume Brock Purdy is not playing, so give me the -6.5. If he is playing and it goes down, I still like whatever it is. I think the Bills win this game. I think the Bills are legit. And
I think so too.
I love the Bills. I'm happy to watch the Bills do good. I like...
There's no way you can dislike Josh Allen.
No, you love Josh Allen.
I want to see him win a ring.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So give me the Bills and the over 44.5.
Okay. I think you're right, though. We do revisit the spread if it comes.
That's fine. What I'd like to do is jump on later this week and get a same-game parlay for the Eagles and Ravens, and then also we'll reassess any lines that have changed dramatically.
You don't want to take a same-game parlay now for the Eagles-Ravens?
Okay.
Like after we do our bets?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
My turn.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, until I really know what's going on in this game, I don't know. Brandon Allen starts. I think the Bills beat them by 21 points.
Yeah. I think I like the Bills -6.5, even if Brock Purdy does play.
If Brandon Allen's playing, do you think, is this middling? 6.5?
I think it's middling right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if Purdy's playing, it's 3.5.
Could be 3 each way.
Yeah. 3.5 and then probably 9.5.
I
think this is literally middling.
I think if Purdy plays, I think I still like the Bills to win this game by a touchdown.
I agree. Yeah. No, I do agree.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
love the over a lot
the
more.
Niners are such an interesting team. For how many weeks we've just been thinking they're going to figure it out. They're going to figure it out. And we've been giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
That it's the Niners. They'll figure it out. And they're just not.
Everybody's been hurt forever.
Last week, granted, Brock Purdy wasn't healthy. But still, they've had a few weeks now where I guess Kittle wasn't healthy one week. But have they had 2 games where Jennings, Kittle,
Everybody was
Debo, McCaffrey, and Brock were healthy? Was it 1 or 2?
Stinks right now.
He is.
Debo's,
I saw a meme one time. It was Robert Downey Jr. putting the Iron Man suit on.
Yeah.
And it was Debo Samuel getting ready to do 60 minutes of cardio.
Did you see what Terrell Owens said about him? He said he should worry less about his pregame fit and more about his playing on the field.
It's fair.
Yeah.
But
Debo responded to him and said, "Shut up."
I feel like they're just not scheming as much with him involved.
Defenses are able to scheme against them easily right now because you don't have Ayuk, because Debo's bad, and so they're trying to shut down McCaffrey, and they're probably doubling Kittle a lot.
And Kittle.
But if you want to get the ball in Debo's hands, it is so easy to get the ball in his hands in motions in the backfield, on screens. It's so easy to get it in his hands. And they've always did that.
We had this conversation.
How they did it in the past. And they're just not doing that anymore.
We had this conversation with McDaniel in Miami when Tua was out.
Yeah.
How are you not getting the ball and Waddle and Tua?
Well, they're still not getting the ball.
They're still. Yeah, that's true.
Which is granted. I get we're not seeing Skylar Thomas in practice, so who knows how bad he is.
That's fair.
They had Brock Purdy this whole until last week, and Debo's been healthy the whole year.
Yeah.
It was Ayuk who has been banged up, and now he's out for the year. But
I think Jawan Jennings is getting so many touches and stuff like that because he is the only one open.
But still, I just feel like you can scheme, especially Shanahan.
You're right. Yeah,
everything we talk about Kyle Shanahan, this offensive guru, defensive, people have such a hard time against him, and they're not getting the ball in McCaffrey's hands either, and they're not.
Well, they're shutting him down.
McCaffrey had 11 attempts last week when a backup quarterback was starting for them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He needs to have 20 to 25 totes.
They schemed against McCaffrey probably the entire scheme.
You hand the ball off.
He was getting bottled up still.
11 times though?
Well, when it doesn't work 11 times, maybe you stop. And they were also down big. It's hard to hand the ball off.
But they weren't down. I think it took late for them to pull away. No.
That game was kind of over before it began.
Was it?
I get what you're saying, and it makes and you're definitely not wrong at all. But I'm just saying, I think that it was
it's 17-7 at halftime. That's not out of hands.
And I guess I watched most of that game, and it's just
I know
you had a
glimmer
of
it felt. I watched it too. It felt like the Packers were just dominating. It wasn't a true reflection, but you start McCaffrey early and you start him often. That's how you want the ball in your hands for as long as possible. You want to add to Jordan Love's hands. You want to control the offense. You want to control the tempo of the game. And I think they got the ball first. I'm not too sure, but that's how you scheme it. I mean,
Packers had the ball first because I remember when it came to 17-7, they're like, oh, as soon as if the Niners get the ball and score a touchdown, the
Packers did have the ball first.
Yeah. What do you like? 11 for 31 he went. So they bottled him up.
I like Bills minus 6.5. On the fact that Brock Purdy doesn't play. And because if Brock Purdy plays, I like the Niners here.
Really?
I do.
I do.
I like the Bills regardless.
I do like the Niners here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I'll take the Niners. If this point moves to 3.5, I'll take the Niners with Brock Purdy there.
Okay.
That
means we get to take the Bills minus 3.5.
Yep. I like the Bills to win by a touchdown regardless.
I'll take... Over 44.5. Under 44.5. Give me the under 44.5.
What do you like, Ron?
Give me Bills and over.
No, give me the Bills and over.
What?
Make up your fucking mind.
Wait, what?
I'm switching it.
To what? Both of them?
No, he was on the Bills.
I was on the Bills.
Okay.
I'm taking the over instead.
But you'll change it.
So
okay.
That is the same page. So we owe you a shotgun. Let's get
page 2.
Yeah.
You just blurted it out and you made a shotgun.
So let's get through this Monday Night Football game, and then we'll shotgun a beer, and then do our short things, and then we'll get out of here. But the Monday Night Football game,
having fun.
The Monday Night Football game
It's in my house now.
is the Browns at the Broncos.
Ew.
Yeah, this is.
I might not watch.
All right, let's change Niners Bills, move them to Monday. Eagles Ravens, move them to Sunday Night Football. Browns Broncos 4:25 game.
How about Browns Broncos at like 9:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I don't care. Well, but I would watch that one.
That's fair.
So the Broncos are minus 5.5. I think we're up to you, Ron.
Yeah.
And the over/under is 41.5. That seems low.
No, we're on me. I'm just steering the ship today.
Okay, congratulations.
That's all I'm doing.
What do you like?
Steering the ship.
Wait, but you just ended.
Yeah, because AJ picked first.
No, wait, I ended.
No,
AJ picked first.
You ended.
I ended, which means it would be
George.
Steering the ship. Why did I say that? I don't want to pick first here. I have no idea what to pick.
Should we just put dashes for this game? I don't want to pick this game. Just
NA.
Let's pick it and forget it exists.
We should start highlighting games we want to win.
Pick it and forget it exists. I actually know what I like.
Do you feel like this should be higher?
The spread?
Yeah.
Like Broncos should be favored by more?
Depends what Famous Jameis does. I mean,
yeah.
I know what I like in this game.
I think I like the Browns here, honestly.
I do too.
I like the Browns plus 5.5 here. And
I just don't know how to make. I guess that is the right.
I like the over 41.5.
I love the over 41.5 in this game.
God.
I don't get that.
I
mean, the Broncos.
Nice.
Let's see, 49, 44, 40, 30, excuse me, 51, and
they're scoring this many points for that defense?
Yeah, and then
you don't think that
the
this
Browns,
is like typical, like Jameis is going to throw 3 interceptions?
Yeah, he will. No, he absolutely will.
Yeah, but he'll also throw for 350 yards.
Yeah, I don't know.
Browns game was 40.
I think this game could be like he throws it so badly that.
Browns Steelers was 43.
This is tough.
Game before that was 49. 37 and then 53. I love the over 41.5 here. And I'm going to take the Browns just because I don't know. I just don't think I've seen enough of
Why
the
the
Broncos.
hell not?
Yeah, that's part of it. So give me the Browns and give me the over. And I think I love
5.5 is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot of points.
I just don't know if I believe in the Broncos, and I think that's just because I haven't seen them play enough. So
I feel like we've also been saying that for a lot of weeks, and they just keep winning.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen a lot of them.
Fair. But fair.
So,
also fair.
What do you like, Ron?
So the Browns have really only won division games. It's literally all they've won.
Realistically, if you're going to win games, though, those are the ones you win.
Yeah.
Win your division, you're in.
Said it last week. I ended up being right. I'm kind of done doubting the Broncos, and I think that this is a game that they should be winning by 7 points. I will take the Broncos minus 5.5. The over/under is tricky here because even if Jameis is throwing the interceptions like I agreed to, it's flipping field position and there could be more scoring.
They're going to score points. I think the Browns. I think the Browns are good for 17 points here.
Hang on. What are the Broncos scoring?
I just told you, you weren't listening.
I know, I was looking up the Browns.
The Broncos' last few games have gone 48, 44, 30, 51, and 42.
Good math.
So 4 of the 5 over.
All right, give me the Broncos. Give me the over 41.5.
Yeah, I like the over a lot, I think.
I do too. I feel like it's low.
I don't know if I like it a lot, but
I love it. So that's our picks. You guys know your sure things?
yeah, I gotta pull up my phone because this is about to die any second.
I know my sure thing.
I kind of want to go a little bold.
I think I do too.
I lost my undefeated, so it doesn't really matter.
Can I guess what your bold is going to be?
Yeah, I have one in mind. I don't know if I'm going to take it yet, but
Can I guess what the one in
Go ahead,
mind is
yeah.
going to be? The Bengals minus 2.5.
no.
Damn it. Are you sure? I think I know what mine is, and I don't love it, but I'm going to go with
Do I
it.
stick with this? I like a couple, and I feel like this is the boldest one, but it's kind of fun, you know? It makes me watch this game a little better. No, I'm going to watch this game regardless.
I'm pulling a Ronnie. I have to pee really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we do it now? Because I could pee.
You guys know where you're going with?
No.
I think I know.
Hit
what
me
I'm
last.
going with. I think I know what I'm going with. I think I do. I'm going to go... I'm between a couple different things, but I'm going to go
This doesn't sound like you're too sure.
the over 47.5 in
I'm
the
not-
Falcons and the Chargers game.
Over 47.5 Falcons Chargers.
Yep.
That's scary.
I took the under in that game.
Did I take
Yes, you
the under
did.
too, or no?
You both took the under.
Wow.
I'll take the under.
No respect. I'm between I feel like Houston is the smart pick, but I want to go with the fun pick. I'm going to take the Ravens -3 over the Eagles at home.
Wow.
I would love to take the Eagles +3 there.
You should. You want to?
You really like the Eagles, huh?
My reasoning...
I'm just picking. I think the Eagles are the better team, and then the fact that they're getting 3 points.
Eagles have beaten the shit teams recently.
They're due to lose.
It's not even that they're due to lose. I think that the Ravens will shut down the run enough that they're going to force them to pass the game, and I think it's like...
That's your MVP though. He should be
think
getting
it's-
150 yards against any defense.
Won't matter. It's going
Really
to be 30,
true, you know?
30-24 Ravens.
Don't give me that
It's the
fucking
most valuable player in the
smug
league.
look.
Most
The
valuable player in
Ravens
the
are
league.
one of the best rushing defenses. They're one of the worst passing defenses. I think that they will do everything they can to shut down Saquon and Jalen Hurts' stupid bullshit running up the middle, and they're going to force him to pass the game. I think the Ravens will score too much.
Why? I always hear. Why is it bullshit the QB sneak that he does?
No, it's not. It's just annoying to watch.
Okay.
I don't think it's bullshit at all. And if they
anyone can
rule
do
it,
it.
It's
if
smart.
they
They
rule
should
it out, I think it's ridiculous.
That's insane.
No, yeah, you can't
be
be
ridiculous.
ridiculous. No, good for them.
I
Stop
do
him.
hate watching it.
The
though.
fact that he, it helps you
It
can
works.
squat 600 pounds.
I hate.
That's why I thought that like the incentive thing with Howie and Saquon was like genius because they know that they're not going to stop doing that
Yeah.
They're not as good as they were last year, but they didn't fall off as much as I thought they would
because of Kelsey.
with Jason Kelsey
Yeah.
being out because
Yeah.
he had such that lower leverage.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know, man.
You know what other one I like a lot? I like the over in the Cardinals Vikings game a lot.
Yeah, I like that too. Take the Eagles, G.
You should. That'd make it exciting.
You man or a mouse?
Let me just look. I might take that.
We also have a shotgun, and you're gonna have to drink your existing beer because we're out.
Why do I have to drink my existing beer?
Because I don't have a beer.
I don't have a beer either.
That
Now what?
is not good for you.
Right. Right. You're doing this. Pick your sure thing.
We should shoot darts at the shotgun.
I think.
I like that.
Ooh, that's fair.
I like that a lot.
Give me Titans plus 5.5. I want to go bold on these sure things. I took Panthers last week. I'm taking Titans plus 5.5 against the Commanders this week.
It's disgusting.
Going bold.
That is disgusting.
Going bold.
Everybody grab a dart. Too close to the bowl gets the shotgun.
I can't believe you just took that.
That's a ridiculous.
You know what? You guys said the same thing last week when I took the Panthers plus
You're right.
10.5.
You're right.
And guess what happened?
You're right.
They almost won.
I actually don't think I did. I think I said that.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
guys
it's
lid
ridiculous.
flipped.
Lid flipped. Okay.
So whoever's furthest doesn't shotgun.
Correct. I don't like that.
Thirsty.
I don't like that.
I don't know. I don't really want a shotgun.
You too. Okay, good. I don't want it anyway. It's fucking lame.
Sucker.
So, folks, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Why Not Us podcast.
You have to chug G's beer.
I'm actually going to sit down for this. I don't like doing it like this. So that's it. George and Ron came closest on the closest to bull, so they get the shotgun the last two. Next time we need to get more
Is
beer,
that
I
winning?
guess.
We have to shotgun?
What, did you not want a shotgun?
No.
You can hand your beer to AJ. I am not.
I do.
Um,
Man.
That is episode 10, week 13 of the NFL. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. We're going to steer you in the right direction again this week. Everybody has a down week.
We're gonna make a nice little run to the end of the year.
I think I like my picks. We were kind of on the same page early. You, I feel like, were
Way off. At the
rogue.
beginning. Yeah.
You were rogue early.
Yeah, first 4 or 5
So
picks.
I think those Thanksgiving games and the Black Friday games, I think we're going to be very different.
We're on the Lions. He's on the Bears. We're all on the over.
I took the.
I'm the only one on the Giants.
That's disgusting.
We're all on the over. We're on the Dolphins and over. I guess it's really not that far off. It's just the Bears pick was so outrageous.
I guess maybe that was it.
You're on the under in the Raiders game with the Raiders. We're all on the Raiders and over besides you. But, yeah. So we're going to steer you back in the right direction. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. They're going to shotgun these. Why Not Us Show on Instagram. Why Not Us Podcast on YouTube. Keep following us.
Go to Bally
Cheers.
Sportsbook. They're putting us up.
Go to Bally Bet. Yeah. They got some good boosts running.
George.
So appreciate you. Love you. Cheers. That was a long one. Like a long one.